Why can't I hear anything? Phew! Oh, gross, all over myself. Oh, no. Ugh, nasty. I gotta play my opening music. YouTube. YouTube. Hey, welcome back to another episode of nero-wolfwood live stream. I'm nero-wolfwood. Let's make sure this
Hi.
is coming in. Hey, wow, that was fast. I can't pronounce your name. I've been drinking happy juice. So, what's your name? I can't pronounce it. I'm sorry. Hey, what's up? I'm drinking happy juice, and I've been drinking a lot of it, so I can't really think straight. Anyway, thank you very much. I love you. Don't take that out of context. Um wow, that was fast, man. You joined right away. I just started this. You're awesome. You're cool. Anyway, sounds like everything's coming
Isaiah,
in.
but my name is spelled wrong.
Man, it's all right. I have dyslexia. I probably couldn't pronounce that even if you were to spell it right. I I'm stupid. I can't pronounce names. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I've been on the happy juice. If you know what that means, then of course you do, because why wouldn't you? Thank you for watching me. Don't expect anything good out of this because I don't play very well when on the happy
It's all
juice.
good.
Thank you. You're awesome. Whatever, however you pronounce. God, how do you pronounce that? It's like Aishia. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't even want to try to pronounce that because I'll just butcher it. Even if I wasn't on Happy Juice, I couldn't pronounce that. Anyway, let's just jump into some Warzone right off the bat. Uh, I God, this isn't good to be playing this like this, but whatever. Where are you from, guy, girl, whoever you are? I would like to know, cause it looks like your name might be, I don't know, Irish maybe or Scottish. But then again, I'm not in the right state of mind to judge these kind of things. That's a cool name though. God, I wish I could pronounce this. Ishira. Oh,
I'm dude, I'm from Texas.
you know what? That's pretty cool because I lived most of my life in Texas. Um, from shortly after I was born till about 9 years old, maybe 10, probably 10. I lived most of my life in Texas. I liked it. It was cool. I don't ever remember it raining, not once, but it was fun. Texas is cool. How you doing tonight? Or is it? Yeah, I guess it's tonight for you. If I sound weird, just tell me, curse me out, whatever you want to do, man. I'm cool with anything right now. I'm out of it. This is just for fun. Like, man, Texas. I had a lot of my good years in Texas. That's cool. I like Texas. I lived in Beeville, Texas, which is wow. This is loud. I can hear
I've been
you.
boot.
That's good, man. Why do I have a crossbow? This is useless. Yeah, I lived a lot of my life in Beeville, Texas. I don't know if you've ever been there. It's close to Austin, I think. Woo! It was a nice little small town. Not really much going on. You could literally walk from one end to the other. Really small. That's so far away from me. That's so far. What am I supposed to do about that?
Hostile dropping into the area.
Wow,
Watch
what
the
is this?
skies.
I've never used the crossbow before. It sucks. Thank you for watching. You're awesome. Ah, shit. I'm about to die. What is this? A shotgun? Oh, I'm dead. I knew it. I gotta turn down the volume. I can't hear anything inside
No
this
man,
phone.
I live in Killeen, Texas.
I've never heard of that place. I like I just had to turn it down. I couldn't really hear very well. I've never heard of that place. Are you close to any of the big cities? I don't know why I don't have live chat on.
Gas is closing on your position. Suggest you get
I've never heard of that place. Sounds cool though. You know, Texas was pretty awesome. Like, I don't ever remember it raining, not once, while I was there. And that's like 10 years of my life. But it was so cool. Just, a lot of cool people lived there. Some of my best friends, my first love, even though, like, I was 10, you know. Can you really call that a first love if you're 10? Who cares? It was awesome. I miss that place. I'm in Mississippi right now. It sucks. Don't ever move here. It's a terrible... How do I jump out of this? Terrible, terrible place. Where am I going? There I am. Mississippi is probably the worst place ever to live. The school system sucks. Everything sucks. I don't like it here. If I ever make enough money, I'm out of this place. Oh man, I would love to move back to Texas. Oh man, cowboy boots, plaid shirts, the best.
eliminate all targets in the AO.
Most of my childhood was in
Lost of
Texas.
snakes and alligator.
Position.
You know what? I never saw any snakes or alligators while I was there. That's weird. That is very weird. Oh, yeah, I'll take that. But yeah, man, Texas is great. If I ramble on, just tell me off. Like I said, I don't care. I'm on the happy juice. I don't even know what's happening. I'm barely paying attention. Oh man, Texas was cool though. It really was. Where's all my teammates? Let's see. Purple, green, blue. Gotcha.
If you do, be careful.
You know, I wouldn't actually mind visiting Beeville again. Like I said, that was a really small city. It was super small, but man, I loved it. It was really cool. Like you could literally walk from one end to the other as a small kid. That's how small it was. Oh shit, another one.
New objective
But
identified.
man, some of the best times of my life was there. Some of my best friends, man. Really was a cool place. Where is this guy at? He's down below. Like, I just want to get out of Mississippi, if I'm all honest. My mom moved me here because my sister, she was in the military. She didn't want to like live in the base. So she basically had us move down here to watch her shit, which is pretty shitty. I'll admit to that. I'll take that.
In Killeen, Texas, lots of shooting.
Well, that's not good, man. It's never good to have shootings. I understand people want the right to bear arms, but at some point you gotta ask yourself, is it really worth it? Like, if so many people are shot and killed for no reason, is it really worth it for everybody to have the right to own a gun? No, no, it's not. What is that? That looks useful. But I have this. This is pretty useful too. Ah, God, what is this? The purple. No, I want to look
Primary
here.
objective accomplished. All supply boxes found.
Yeah, man. People getting shot for no reason is pretty shitty. You know what I mean? Like,
Box marked. Secure the
people are just so uptight nowadays. They just see someone who's different from them, and they're like, the first thought is, let me shoot that guy. That's not cool. Use that shit for video games. Oh, this is a
People
shotgun.
are crazy with guns.
Yeah, they are. It's really ridiculous. Like, if you look at countries like Japan or England, you're not even allowed to own guns there for the most part. And they have very, very rare shooting cases. And yet America, like, every time you bring up the case, it's just like, oh, they're going to take away my right. It's like, dude, Some people shouldn't have the right to own firearms. It's not safe. It's not like forget about the right. It's just not safe. Like take away the guns from the crazy people. I'm drunk. Hey, purple.
Enemy not tracking you. You're safe.
I'm sorry. I'm rambling. If you ever had the chance to visit Washington State, that place is awesome. Just nothing but forests. Oh, it's so beautiful. I spent the second part of my life up there, and it was great. It really was. That place is beautiful. I would love to move back there, but I'm poor and I can't get a good job because I'm undereducated.
It's okay with cops, they help people.
That's good. You know, when cops do help people, it's always good, but you always have those cops who think they're cowboys, who are just like, hey, I can do whatever the fuck I want because I'm a cop. And those guys ruin it for everybody. Like, just recently in Mississippi, we had a cop kill a black guy because the people thought he wrote a bad check, so he kneeled on his neck until the guy died. That's not right. That's not cool. Don't do that. Like, I mean, over a bad check? I mean, are you serious? Who does that? Crazy people. People who think they're cowboys. That's who. I'm rambling again. I'm sorry. I'm on the happy juice. I hear a chest nearby.
Contract complete. All supply boxes located.
God damn, that was fast. I'm not even near those guys.
Hell, I want to be cop in Las Vegas.
You know what? I thought being a cop too would be pretty cool, and I still think it would be pretty cool. Ooh, that is a good gun. That has a nice stability. I wanted to join the Marines and then retire from that and then immediately jump into the police force. But unfortunately, because of the Mississippi school system, I am undereducated and not very smart. So I could not physically, or I should say mentally, join them. But man, you know what? Good for you. If you want to join the police force, do it. But make sure you're not, judging people off the base of their skin. Hello. And shit like that. Because, it underneath the skin, everyone's the same color. Everyone. Ooh, what's this? Everyone's pink and red underneath those shit. Join a police force, but don't let it go to your head. Don't think I'm a cowboy. People should listen to me. Just think everyone's the same. Everyone's equal. That's how you should think about stuff. But man, I completely support
No, I
you,
will
man.
never do that.
Good for you, man. I completely support you in that action. You know what I mean? It's those guys who think they're cowboys. Hello. That really ruin it for people. Oh man, I should get a. Oh yeah, I should do this. That would work for me, and then I'm gonna switch this out for that. No, that. Give me that. Yeah, right there. Not that. That. There we go. Oh shit! No. No, I'm gonna die. This sucks. I'm dead. Oh my god. Why does this cloud move so fast now? Ah, sucks.
I don't like cops who are like that.
Me neither, man. They're the ones who ruin the entire police force for everybody. I'm dead. This sucks. I wasn't paying attention to the ball. And I'm dead. But man, you be a police force and you be an example for someone, alright? You pop in there and you show them how it's done. While I'm waiting for this, I'm gonna take another shot of happy juice, if you don't mind. Which is probably gonna just make me fuck, already? Alright. Shit. I'm gonna die from this. Oh, I'm never good at this. Did I just win? What? Did I just win? Really? How? I'm intoxicated as shit right now. Okay. Cool. Wow, that's funny. Man, you just gotta treat people like they're like equals. That's all it is, You look at that person and you're like, you're the same as me, and that's cool. Am I the only person left alive? Okay,
When I was little, I started watching Cops when I was 6 years old.
Me too, man. And back then, everybody was equal. Like, there wasn't none of this black-white shit. I don't know what's happened in the 2000s, but it's not cool. It's not cool. People have just gotten so uptight. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Your teammates done in. They're returning to base.
just the world has gotten so chaotic and weird. It's not cool. People are crazy, you know what I mean? People are uptight about things they shouldn't be, like race,
And
where you're
that's why
from.
I want to be a police officer.
You know, good for you, man. That's a good thing. You know, you want to be a police officer for the right reason. Can I access this? Cool. I'll take a... Ooh, wait, what's this red one? Oh, yeah, I'll take that. No, that. There we go. That's a cool thing, man. You're awesome. Nowadays, people just want to be cops because they have the authority over people and they feel like they could just do it like the Wild West. You know what I mean? Just execute people on the spot because they're better than them. It's not cool, you know, but at least you're doing it for the right reason. I would still love to be a police officer. I just recently stopped smoking weed to better myself, you know, because that shit was making me really depressed and not cool. Ah, shit. I'm down. I would still love to join the police force. I'm not sure how I would go about doing that, but maybe you could tell me. Like, what? Oh, we're all dead, aren't we? You probably have to join like the police academy and do it like that. I don't know. I haven't looked into it. Yeah, we're all dead.
I don't really like school because lots of drama and fights.
Yeah, I know, right? Honestly, the American school system is flawed as shit. You know what I mean? It's not a good system. You know, like, it really isn't. People, like, I feel if they put a lot of that shit online, people would just do better. Am I back? What the hell?
And drugs.
Oh, no, I'm not back. Yeah, drugs are bad, man. Like, I did it because it would help me with my anxiety and my depression. But after a while, it was causing it. You know what I mean? Like, I would just freak out about shit that I shouldn't be. So I'd stop. You know, I just flat out was like, I'm not doing this anymore. I can't get a good job on this. I can't better myself. I need to do better. I need to be better. I've been off of it for 5 months now. No weed. Like, that's all I did. I'm not...
I understand that. I feel you.
Yeah, man. And, like, I never did anything harder than weed. You know, I still feel like that's not too bad, but still, like, it just... After a while, it just makes you feel shitty. You know what I mean? You're just like, oh,
I
man.
never smoke weed.
It's not bad if you're using it for medical reasons. Like, if you got cancer or some shit like that, right? You know, it's a lot better than using the medication they give you because you can eat and you can feel better without any side effects. But if you're just using it to use it, then after a while you get really depressed and you're just like, why am I even living? I should just kill myself. At least that's how I felt. And it's not a good feeling to feel, man. You should never want to kill yourself just because you're not unhappy. You know? But I'm off of it now, man. I'm feeling better. I don't have those dark thoughts. I'm good. I'm doing a lot good. You know what, man? You should definitely join the police force. You sound like a cool guy. I'm gonna take that shot of happy juice now. I don't think this guy is gonna revive any of us, but while he's dicking around, I'm gonna get intoxicated.
I have medical problems too. I did had cancer, but I'm good.
Oh man, good for you, man. That shit's hard to get over, but you know, if you keep a positive attitude, and
Thank you.
you're welcome, man. You're awesome. You know, good for you. Cancer's a bitch to get over, and even if you do keep a positive attitude, there's not a high chance you'll get over it. But man, you're awesome. You're a hero. Cancer sucks. You know what I mean? Oh man, good for you, man. Good for getting over that. And, you know, even if you do have a disability, who says you can't be a police officer?
I hate
remember...
cancer.
Oh, yeah, man, I bet. I remember a while ago, there was a story on the internet about a guy with Tourette's who became a police officer, and people are like, oh, he shouldn't be a police officer because he has Tourette's. What if he freaks out? And it's just like, not all people act the same way with Tourette's. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just because he has a slight defect in his DNA doesn't mean he shouldn't try to be, like, the best guy he could be. That shouldn't stop him from trying to be a police officer and doing the right thing. You know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't freak out because you think he's gonna shoot you. Like, he curses a little bit. Big deal. He's not gonna, like, shoot you or something. He's just a cool dude who's trying to Trying to be a cool guy. People are weird. Oh man, that's strong. You know, the way I see it is if you're a cool guy and you're a chill person, you have the possibility to be anything you want to be. I mean, look at our president. That's not a guy to look up to, but at the same time, he became president. You know what I mean? Like, if he can become president, anyone could be anything. You know, if you have Tourette's, you could be an astronaut. You know, if you're depressed, you could be a police officer and be really effective and good to the community. You know what I mean? Ooh, man, I am drinking really strong stuff. But that does not change my opinion on these things. You know? You had cancer. You have the right and the privilege to be a police officer. Why couldn't you, right? I mean, you're a cool guy, right? You don't look at race and judge people. You see people as they are, and you know you deserve the right to be a police officer. If I'm being obnoxious, tell me off. I'm perfectly fine with it. I'm drinking very strong stuff at the moment, but that does not change my opinion. I believe this
I'm in
is
skills class and kids make fun of me.
man. That's don't worry about them, right? I was in this what does he call it? Special ed classes. I love those guys. Those guys were great. They were smarter than some of the kids I knew. They were getting straight A's in that shit. Man, forget them. You know what I mean? Like, all you just need a little extra attention to your education. That doesn't mean you're worse or lacking than anybody
They
else.
are cool.
Yeah, man. You just need a little extra attention. Like, if I would have gotten a little extra attention in, like, my math and shit, I would have done fantastic in school. But unfortunately, Mississippi schools are just some of the worst, you know? But like I said, those kids in those special needs classes, they were some of the coolest kids in the school. You know, they were the most popular kids. They were fine. They're probably doing great right now. Just because they were like a little less intelligent than everyone else doesn't mean anything. You know, you just gotta work hard at what you're trying to do, what you're trying to accomplish. Like, oops, wrong button there. I almost hit the ground. I would love to be an author. Now, sure, I don't spell the greatest, but I could come up with some awesome stories. Like, I want to write a children's book about a cat that takes dreams, like little naps every day, and comes up with these fantastic
They are I
scenarios.
run track with them.
Yeah, it doesn't make you any worse. It just means that you're just a little slower at learning. That's nothing wrong with that. You just gotta try a little bit harder, and if you keep it up, you know, you're gonna do even better than them because you got that extra attention. You know? And if they're cool with you, then that's fantastic. That's how they should be. They shouldn't think any less of you.
Enemy soldier
I
incoming.
could use something to eat.
Enough practice. Time for the real thing.
Cool. Like, I would still love to be an author. Like, I've tried to write long books. I've tried to write children's books. I still want to do that. And just because I can't spell the greatest doesn't mean that I shouldn't try. Doesn't mean I can't succeed in that. It just means I gotta try a little bit harder, and if I put in the effort, no problem. I would love to have my own cartoon on the air too. Like, I just gotta put forth the effort, just like anyone else. I have a niece. I think that's what it's called. My sister had a daughter. Now, sure, she has special needs. She has some brain damage, but they didn't even think she could stand, and she's walking around. She's perfectly fine. Like, she may not be smart, she may not be able to talk yet, but she's doing just great. You know, and despite what people may have said about her, she's doing great. You know, they didn't think she'd live past a year. She's fucking... She's still up. Ah, shit, I'm taking shots. You know, she's a great kid. She's gonna do just fine. Am I not healing this guy?
Tough it
I'm
up.
not.
You'll pull through.
Oh, we're gonna die. I'm dead.
Five minutes to redeploy.
You know, it depends on how willing you are to learn.
They're down. Go.
I hate those guys immediately. They always get a skill. Learning is all based off of you. If you're willing to put in the effort and the time, shit, I'm already in this.
You're done here.
I was hoping to wait a second. Then you're perfectly, willing
Ass
okay,
kicked in that one.
of doing something. I'm not gonna even wait. I had 2 kills. Wow, cool. Unfortunately, we live in the United States, which doesn't really have the best schooling system. I think Japan has the best schooling system. They're year-round. You know what I mean? They really care about whether or not you succeed or not. Unfortunately, it's a little bit too extreme over there. People get really depressed and paranoid about succeeding. But if we can mix their school system with ours and really support people, then really people could do anything they want. Like I know we say that here in America, but a lot of times the school system doesn't
If people
support
are
that.
being mean to her, tell her just don't listen to them. They are stupid. They are not paying attention in class. They are always on.
Exactly, man. Those people are the kinds who are the pretty people who think that, like, because I'm good looking or I'm good at sports, I'm gonna succeed and I don't have to try. That's not true, alright? Even if you're good at sports or you're pretty, like, you still have to try. You know how few people actually get to play sports for a living or become models or actors? Very, very few. You have to give 110%. You know what I mean? Like, look at freaking, I gotta think of the names. Oh wow, I'm drawing a blank. Anyway, God, I am drawing such a blank, and it's really throwing off this conversation. Oh man, I really wish I did have a better memory. I should look up how to improve my memory because it's so poor. Um, the guy from Titanic. What's his name? He's also from a bunch of other shit. What the hell is his name? What is his name? What is his name? Anyway, also the guy from Shawshank Redemption. That guy, you know what he
I
does with
wish
his
I
money?
lived in Japan. They have cute girls there.
Oh man, me too. Not only that, their culture is amazing. Their history is amazing. And like if I was going to school and that was one of my classes, history class about Japanese culture, I would have paid attention like so hard. Samurais, ninjas, shoguns. That shit's so interesting, and it doesn't have Americans like tragedies like the Indian people. They're completely wiped out almost. They're like almost completely gone. That's so depressing to learn about. Like you should learn about them because
Me
they're
too.
they're the Americans. Like they're the people who founded America. They're the people who were born and raised here from the get-go. But then you learn about how we as white people basically exterminated them. It's so depressing. It's just like why isn't one of them in like a high office of our government? Like they're just off basically doing their own thing, but we should celebrate them. They're the Americans. We're just foreigners who just happen to show up and take everything from them. It's so depressing. But Japanese culture is so interesting and so amazing. I'm rambling again. But if you look at the guy from the Shawshank Redemption, the main star, I don't know his name. He hasn't been in very much things as far as I know, or have I watched. That guy spends most of his money on charity or like this stage production he runs. Like that's where all his money goes. He goes to supporting.
They are cool and smart.
They are. They really are. He goes on supporting people who want to better themselves, who want to break out into the entertainment system. That's where his money goes. And that's where Leonardo DiCaprio, that's the guy from Titanic, that's what I was thinking. That's where all like that's how people should support people. Like the famous peoples, the people with money, they should be like putting that money back into us to support us, to make us better. And unfortunately, like people like Kim Kardashian and shit like that, they just care about themselves and for making money and shit like that. Leonardo DiCaprio though, he's amazing. That guy can act so hard, and he's a great guy. Also, um, man, I'm really blanking on names. I have maybe had too much happy juice. Who plays John Wick? He is wow.
Trevor Phillips. I'm just kidding, he is crazy.
Who's Trevor Phillips? Trevor Phillips. That name sounds so familiar to me, but I can't place the name. Too much happy juice. Trevor Phillips. Who plays John Wick? Can you tell me that right now? I am drawing such a blank on his name. I should know.
GTA.
I should know his name. I should really know his name. Trevor. Is he the guy who plays in the Daily Report? Trevor Phillips. That might be him. I don't know. John Wick is God. He's such a good actor, and he's so cool, and he's so down to earth. What is his name?
GTA 5.
I love that game. I just wish I had friends to play with it online because I own a bunker in that game, but I can't do any of the missions because I don't have friends. John Wick is played by. You know what? I'm gonna have to look this up. This is driving me bananas. God, too much happy juice. Too much happy juice. I can't. Who the hell plays John Wick? His name is. Oh my God! How did I not know this guy's name right now? I'm gonna look this up in a quick second. John Wick actor. I'm so stupid. I should know this name. I should know. I should know this name. Why did Johnny Depp pop up? Keanu Reeves. That's his name. Wow, I'm stupid. Keanu Reeves is the most down to earth person in the entertainment system. He will take time to talk to a homeless person, to buy them a sandwich. He will take time to take photos. He's so chill and so awesome. He also has Bill and Ted 3 coming out real quick in maybe a year or two. I can't wait. He's amazing. He is just so down to earth. He cares about his fans. He
I
cares
looked up
about
his
shit.
name too.
Yeah, I know, right? God, he is amazing. I have The Matrix 1, 2, and 3. He's got the fourth one coming out. He's got John Wick 4, I think. Bill and Ted 3. He did that samurai movie. Oh, I know it didn't do well, but I love that movie. Him playing a samurai just works. So down to earth. He's such a cool guy. And that's how everybody in the entertainment system should be. They should be down to earth. They should be cool with everybody. Like, they shouldn't care if a fan comes up and asks for a photo. You're famous. Of course they're going to do that. You shouldn't throw a hissy fit over that. That's just the that's just the system you're in, man. If you're famous and someone asks for an autograph, you shouldn't blow them off because you're irritated. You should be like, "Yeah, cool. Take the photo. Let me sign you an autograph. Let's talk for a minute." That's just how people should be. Man, I would love to meet some. I've only ever met Taylor Swift, and I haven't actually talked to her. Like I was working security for a an event she did, and she walked by. That's as far as I've known her. I got her to give me like a guitar pick, but I don't know what kind of person she is. I don't know if she's cool. For
One
all I
time I saw a guy ditching in the trash can and I went to Church's Chicken and got him a meal.
That's cool, man. Like every time I have a few bucks on me, like and I see a homeless person, I'll give them a few bucks. I don't need that. It's a few bucks. What am I gonna do with a few bucks? I can't buy anything with that. You know, at least he'll buy himself like something to eat. You know, he'll get himself, I don't know, something to drink, some water. Like even if he spends it on booze, at least it's gonna give him the opportunity to forget that he's less fortunate than everybody else. You know what I mean? Like I give him that money for him to spend. I don't care what he does with it.
Grab some
Like,
target practice while
sure,
you
I
can
don't
with
think
the
he should
prize
be
pool.
spending it on alcohol, but at the same time, I'm like, man, if that's what you need to do to forget your poor situation, I'm not gonna complain. I gave that for you to spend. You spend that however you want. If you want to get that to something to eat, if you want to spend that on a hotel room, if you want to get some booze to help you forget that you're homeless, alright, man, sure, go ahead. I don't care. That's your money now. It's not my money. Unfortunately, Mississippi has a bunch of homeless people, and it's really unfortunate. I know that there's this one state that actually built homes, like tiny homes for people like that. Like they basically sign in and they get into this tiny home. They can spend the night, under a roof with some cool air or some
Enough
heat.
practice.
That's
Time for the
cool.
real thing.
That's what everyone should do. Like every city should have some kind of designated area for homeless people to be like, that's where I'm gonna spend the night.
I
But
gave a homeless guy my last 20 and I wanted to get Taco Bell and L was like he needs it more than I do.
man, exactly. Like for all you might have had some food at home or something. He doesn't have a
Right,
home.
soldier. Mark a
Give him
drop point
give
for
him the
your team.
$20. Like he could use
Gas
that.
is closing on your position.
You know what I mean?
Suggest you get moving.
Unfortunately, that that's just the way the world works. People don't care, and people should care. Like that's a fellow human being. He has the exact same ambitions and dreams as you do, but he's homeless for whatever reason that might be. Maybe he lost his job. Maybe his job went under. Maybe he got screwed over in some way. You don't know. He's just looking for something to eat and a warm blanket. Why did I just jump out of the plane? Am I by myself? Okay, that's interesting. And it just really sucks that most places don't care. They should care. Why is the phone ringing? That's interesting. I can pick that up. I don't. What? That's weird. Unfortunately, America isn't exactly the best place to live. You know, yeah, we say we're a superpower and all this shit. Yeah, sure we are, but we don't really care about each other, and we should. The cops think they're cowboys and that they can do whatever they want without persecution, and for the most part, they can. They can do whatever the fuck they want. They could kill you, and for the most part, they'll just lose their job. That's not cool. You know what I mean? But if you go to like other countries, like people really care about you. Like they want to make sure you're okay, that you're doing well. And
I
it's just
care about people.
exactly. Most people do care about people, but it's the people who are in charge that don't, which is really, really discouraging. Like the people who have the authority and the power to actually do something to make a change, they should be the ones who care, but they're not. Unfortunately, they're just not. They just don't care. They just care about making themselves, that buck. And it sucks. It sucks that that's America, and we still call ourselves the most powerful country in the U.S. It's just like, are we? Can we really call ourselves that when we don't care about a fellow American? We can't give them $1 to make sure they have something to eat. It's terrible. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, at this point, I would love to just move to another country, like Canada. Canada's really awesome. They really care about fellow Americans. I mean, fellow Canadians. Like they have universal health care. If you get hurt, they'll just flat out pay for your medical expenses. They don't care if you can't afford it. They're like, you can't afford it? Well, we're gonna give it to you anyway. You know what I mean? Japan, they care about the educational system. They're like, you're not educated? Well, let's get you educated. It's just America is just so shitty at this point, and it's not just the president. I'm not gonna put it all on him. Other people have ensured that this state has just gone in the shitter, and it sucks. But you know what? If we
Got
can
gas
just
moving in.
acknowledge the fact that we're not doing good and fix the problem, we'll do better. But unfortunately, we're no great. A lot of people just care about themselves. They're just like, well, you're not me. Why should I care? And it sucks. You know what I mean? It's. Am I really by myself? Did I not join the right game mode? But you know, hopefully, in the next couple years, things will change. People will realize, hey, if we don't support these people, we're just gonna end up just like them.
I helped a girl at the park. She was 1-8 trying to hurt herself, and L talked to her and I gave her my number. I'm 1-8 too.
You know what? That's awesome. If you find someone who's in such a dark place that they want to hurt themselves just because, you should help them. That's the right thing to do. You know, and it doesn't matter that you're the same age. It just matters that you help them. You know, if you find someone who's so depressed they're willing to injure themselves because of so, then yes, you should immediately stop whatever you're doing and be like, "Are you okay? Can I help you in any way?"
Be right back.
Look at that, I'm getting all choked up over it. Cause like I'm 30, like I just turned 30, you know, and I've had such dark thoughts about life and where I'm going and how useless I am that it would be awesome if someone just walked up to me and be like, "Hey man, are you okay? Can I help you?" You need to take a second to breathe. That's how people should act. People should immediately spot people who need help and be like, "I need to help that person," regardless of whether I'm all choked up. Regardless of whether or not it affects me in a negative way, I need to help that person. They need help, and it's my responsibility to make sure they're okay. Oh man, I'm getting all choked up. You know what? You're a good conversationalist, man. Like, you really bring out the best in me. Oh man, I am legitimately getting choked up over this. Like, that's a good thing to do. If you see someone who's willing to hurt themselves,
Be right back.
all right, man, no problem. But if you're willing to spot someone so desperate for attention or help that they're willing to physically hurt themselves, you should definitely be like, I need to help that person. I don't care the time it's gonna take. I don't care if it's gonna like disrupt my life. I need to help them. You should definitely just step in and be like, I need to help this person. Oh man, this is really really touching me in like a sensitive spot because I have definitely felt that way.
My Instagram is Isia. Dada.
I didn't really get what you said, but I'll understand it when it pops up in the comment. My Instagram is something something. Oh man, just whew. I need to breathe. Just not even from the happy juice. Just the fact that what you said is just so in touch to what how I feel and how people should act. It's gotten me. That's not good. But yeah, man, you're totally right. If someone's not feeling right, if they're so depressed that they're physically aren't like hurting themselves, you need to jump in. Like even if you don't know them, jump into that shit. Make sure they're okay. Make sure they're getting the help they need.
Got a loadout drop inbound.
You know. Oh man, my stomach is upset. That's how the world should work. Unfortunately,
Gas is moving in. New
It
safe
does
zone
not work
located.
that way, and it's really sad that that's the case. Whew, man, that really got to me emotionally. Like, oh man. I'll admit to it. I'm clinically depressed. I have very negative thoughts about myself. You know, I feel like I shouldn't exist in the world. I mean, why should I? I'm completely unproductive. I don't have a good job. I'm a waste of space. But at the same time, if I could just get someone saying, "Hey man, don't think that way. Like you're not that bad. You're pretty cool. Like people have a need for you." Like I would feel so much better. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't say that things to people who need to hear it. Oh boy, that really got to me. I'm doing very poorly in this. But you know what? We're having a really good conversation and it doesn't matter. What's up with these phones? That's very weird. And you know what? And I acknowledge the fact that I have negative thoughts about myself. I'm a very negative person. I don't feel good about the way I've come about life. You know, I'm not where I thought I would be. And yes, I thought I would be a better person. I thought I would be more successful. But unfortunately, that's not the case. But you know, that's not a bad thing. That's not a negative thing. Just because I feel like I should be better doesn't mean I'm not worthless. And you know what? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I need to turn up the, no, not that. Dialogue. That's not a bad thing. Like, I should acknowledge that, and I should work to better myself. Is this window not open? Oh, man. We have really touched on some, emotional things this time. Some personal things this time. And you know what? If I ever found someone who's suicidal or so desperate that I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that either. I was hitting the button. If I ever found someone who was suicidal or so desperate that they needed to harm themselves, I would try
You win this fight and you return to the front
everything in
line.
my power
If you
to,
lose,
to make
you're
them feel
done
better.
here.
You know what I mean? Like,
Sort them out or capture the objective.
people should not feel that kind of just flat out pain that it is to feel like you're useless. You know what I mean? People shouldn't feel that. People shouldn't feel useless. People should feel like they're loved, like they're useful. It's such a shame that so many people feel so negatively. I didn't say that right. I'm sorry.
You got your ass kicked in that one. We're
What?
sending you back to base. Your team can still buy you back if they have the cash. You lost that one.
I didn't understand that at all. People should feel needed. People should feel like people care.
Let us play together.
I would love that. Um,
Multiplayer.
multiplayer? Alright, yeah, I'll call them multiplayer.
Gun aim.
Gun game. I'm not good at gun game. I will admit to that. But okay, gun game. I feel like I passed it. Gun reloaded? Is there more than one type of gun game? Hmm. You know what, man? You send me an invite, I will join.
Add me.
Sure. I'll add you, young lobster. That's a cool name. How do I do that? I have actually never added someone to my my list. How do I do that? How do I do that? I feel like I should know this. add you? How would I do that? There's gotta be a button.
Chbottabog 7827633.
Okay, I don't really. Can you tell me how to do that? I've never added someone to my list before like this. I don't have a lot of friends online I play with. I have like some guys I've added to my account, but I've never actually played with them. Can you can you tell me how to do it? Hmm. You think there would be a button? You know, there probably is a button. I'm probably just stupid and don't realize it. I'll admit to that. I'm not the smartest guy. I actually believe I'm a below
Press
average
triangle.
triangle. What's the right button? That's not triangle. That's square. Okay, triangle, and then add friend request, and then it's probably that. That makes sense. Now, is it um the top one or the bottom one? Maybe game tag? That would make sense. Is it all capital letters? D. Should probably just lock it on the capital letters. D. I've been drinking happy juice, so excuse me if this doesn't work. I'm stupid. Man, let me bring that closer so I can see better. O-U-T. Cool name. B-A-A. I can't put it in. Maybe that's not the right thing. Maybe it's the top one. Alright. D.
What is going on?
Not much, man. We're just having like a really deep conversation about how people should treat each other and how we should just love each other as a race. Like, whether you're black, white, brown, Asian, it doesn't matter. We're all the same. You know, we should all love each other regardless of whether or not where we come from. That's what we're talking about for the most part. I'm also trying to add someone who I don't really know how to do it, but I'm gonna try my hardest. I've been drinking the happy juice. If you don't know what I mean, then you're too young. But no, lowercase b. No, damn it. I'm happy juice makes brain go bye
What is your
bye.
gamer tag?
My gamer tag is nero-wolfwood, as is my YouTube account, except the gaming. So Nero Wolfwood. I think there's a space in between Nero and Wolfwood. I, you know what? I got this. I can add you. O-U-T. I think I'm spelling this right. A-B. A-G. Number sign. Where the hell is that at? Number sign. Go back to the other letters. 782. 7. I will admit I'm under the influence of happy juice, but you know what? You all seem cool. I really dig your names. Like Young Lobster. That's cool. I'm Chucky Christian. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm a bad speller and a bad reader. I'll admit to that. I should really have tried harder in school. I didn't. But
I'm
you know
back.
what?
Good to see you, man. I'm trying to add somebody. Where am I at? I'm at 7, 6, 33. I think that's it. What? Did I spell that wrong? I got the burpees. I'm sorry. Especially considering how it's such a serious conversation we having. DGB. DGB. Oh, I had too many O's, didn't I? There we go. What's going on here? Did I mess up? DGB OUT OUT DGB DGB OUT AT bag number sign 78 27 70 27 6 33. Why is that not working?
She told me why.
Why am I not getting any of these? Why am I not getting any of these in my live chat? That's very odd. Thank you, uh, Chucky Christian, for subscribing. I have always wanted just 100 subscribers. Like, I'll be happy with that. Unfortunately, I've lost probably 20 subscribers. There are other YouTubers who just want subscribes for subscribes. I'm not really digging that. I don't understand the point. You know what I mean? But you're awesome. Why is this not working? I punched in all the right letters. You're awesome, dude. Now I know the title of this video is laughing all the time, and before I started doing this, I was legitimately laughing all the time. Like I was just like, "Oh, I'm doing so bad. I'm doing so good." Ha 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 ha. Maybe I need the gamer tag too to do this? Maybe I need to punch in Young Lobster, but that's not your YouTube. No, I mean your PSN account. That's your YouTube name. But you know what? It's good
Good
that
night, I'm tired. See you on next live stream.
you know what? Good night, man. You have a good night. And even though I don't know who said that because I'm not getting any more comments on my little thingy, you do have a good night. And you know what? Hope up, dreaming of a better tomorrow, and hopefully tomorrow when you wake up, you could put forth just a tiny bit of effort to make the world a better place. Because if we all do that, the world will be a better place. You know what I mean? Ugh, why is this not working for me? I feel stupid. I feel so stupid not being able to do this. You're a good guy, whoever said that. I'm sorry. If my live chat thing isn't working. I don't know why. I really wish I could credit whoever said that, but it's just not popping up. YouTube is such a hassle nowadays. Okay, so yeah, the first guy who I had that really deep conversation for, yeah, good night, man. You're awesome. I hope you become a police officer. I hope you're just the most awesome, cool, understanding person ever, and you don't judge people. And I know you won't because you're cool. Now, if I could just get this other guy in my thing to play with, that would be awesome. I don't know why I can't. I typed in everything you told me to, but I am not the smartest knife in the drawer. I will admit to that. I'm not ashamed of it. I know it. I didn't try hard enough. That's on
Thanks,
me.
good. See you on next live stream.
Thank you, man. I hope to see you next time too, so we can have like another good conversation. It's really good when I have people to talk to, because when I don't, I'm just talking to myself and I sound stupid and nothing's a really good conversation. But when I have someone to talk to, it's always like a really good conversation. We talk about good things. It's just an awesome experience for not only me, who feels like I don't have very many friends, if not any. It makes me feel connected with the greater world. And that's how everyone should feel. They should feel like they have a connection to the world, not just out by themselves doing their own thing for eternity. You know what I mean? You have a good night. I hope you dream sweet dreams. Let me see if I can't add this guy. OUT. Maybe I forgot the A last time. I really apologize if I can't do this right. Like I said, I'm not the smartest knife in the drawer. I really feel like I should have tried harder. I can't put this completely on the school system. I'll admit to that. I didn't try. School just never seemed very interesting to me. I didn't want to learn. I really should have tried harder. But then again, I am also under influence of happy juice, so I'm not thinking completely straight. 7, 8, 27. So, that also kind of lays into it, but I'll admit, most of that's on me. You know what I mean? I don't understand what's. Did I not spell that right? It says I have 28 characters to use, but it says I can't use that many? How does that make any sense? Maybe that is your gamer tag. But that just says 5 characters. That's way more than 5. DGBOU. Man, I am dumb. DGBOUT. DGBOUT. A bag. And 7, 8, 27, 633. I'm sorry, man. I can't seem to do this. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. You probably know better than me. I've never added someone to my account. I've always just played by myself. Um, Let me just double check to make sure I told you Nero slash Wolfwood slash gaming. Although I'm pretty sure gaming isn't part of my thing. I don't know. But you know what? Yeah, let's just play regular campaign. Um, I am trying to do a few things right now. I already did my handgun headshots. I did that wherever it may be. 30. Next, I was trying to do. I know I got the LMG kills. Scavenger bag picks up. I could do that. SMG headshots. Is that SMG or is that? Yeah, SMG light machine gun head. You know what? Yeah. So let's just do that. And if you do find your way to me, awesome. I'll immediately join. But if not, man, that's my bad. That's totally my bad. I don't blame you for anything. You took your time at your day to join me on this live stream to talk to me, to to be awesome, and I screwed it up. I do have to go to the bathroom, so I might do that before we start this next little section. And you know what? I will. But you know what? You're all great. You know what I mean? I wish I could pronounce your name. I really do. She is Sarah O'Connors. Maybe I'm really bad at pronouncing names. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. You're awesome. We had a great conversation. Young Lobster, I really do wish you could send me the friend request or to join a game because that would be great. And Chucky Christian, you know what? Just for joining in for a little bit, you're awesome. But you know what? Before we do join this next thing, I am gonna go to the bathroom because I have been drinking Happy Juice, and Happy Juice goes right through me. I'm gonna do that. It's gonna be a second. I'm gonna be right back. We're gonna pop back into a quick multiplayer, just regular team deathmatch. We're gonna have some fun, and everything's gonna be cool. You guys are great. And I am back. I am sorry for that. I just happy juice goes right through me. Oh, dropped my phone. Good thing it didn't land on the ground, but I did kind of mess up thing. Anyway, thanks for the awesome conversation. I really enjoy that. Like, I really enjoy having someone to talk to. Like, I always feel like my channel could do better if I had a co-host. It's easy to bounce jokes off of. It's easy to have a conversation with someone when there's someone right there who shares your same viewpoints or maybe has like different viewpoints. Just someone to knock shit around with. Anyway, I don't know if there's anyone else still here, but if so, um, let me make sure no one's trying to send me a friend request. I'm really sorry for that guy. I could not do it. I hit square. Like I tried to find you. I could not. I'm sorry. I really do wish I could. Maybe it has to be me. I'm definitely doing something wrong. I 100% put that on myself. I wish I could do better, but I just never had anyone join me before. And I tried multiple times to put your name in the thing. It just didn't work out. That's me. That's me, man. That's 100% me. Anyway, man, I hope you have a good night. If you don't come back, that's me. It's 100% on me. Anyway, we did some Warzone. We did terrible. We had a good conversation about how we should treat each other, life, you know, careers. Let's just maybe take things down a little bit and have a just a nice simple gameplay, some simple team deathmatch, and just have some fun. But before I do that, I do see that we have a mission that is stupidly simple to accomplish. We just need to remove the stock from our gun and get 50 kills. That seems like something we could do. And I do have that option with my gun. So let's try it out. Oh, Harper. Woo! All right. Ugh. Now I got my handgun kills. That's done. So really, this is just that. I don't remember how many kills I needed to get. Let's double check. Oh yeah, my bad. It's daily kills, isn't it? 50 kills, and also we're trying to get 15 scavenger bags. I was also trying to get my LMG kills. Whatever. LMGs are kind of bad in this game. Let's face it, they're not very good. So, let's just jump into a regular team deathmatch and see how things go. Also, while things load in, I'm gonna take another shot of Happy Juice because why the hell not? I'm not working right now because of this craziness that's happening. I feel like I deserve it. And you know, we had a really serious conversation, really good conversation. Thank you. I'm so sorry I could not pronounce your name. I should have changed this to just console, but whatever. I don't care anymore. That's on me for not being able to read properly and pronounce words. Um,
I am the 100 subscriber.
that would be awesome if you were, man. Like, that would be amazing if you were my 100 subscriber. Like, that's all I've ever wanted. Like, I don't care if I get 1,000, a million subscribers. I just ever wanted 100, just to break that triple digit. That's amazing. Thank you, man. George. I
Get
can't
kills with
pronounce
each
your
weapon to win.
other name. What is that? What is that? Lima Man? Lima Man? George? I'm sorry. I can't read. Uh, what the hell am I playing right now? That is amazing. You're awesome. I don't care if you say or not. I've only ever just wanted to hit that. Like, I don't care if it sticks. Was there someone up there? I've only ever just wanted to hit it, man. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna make a career out of this. Like, I've accepted that. It's not gonna happen. I know that. You know that. I'm not game. Ah, I'm dead. You know, I'm not Game Grumps or PewDiePie or some shit like that. I'm never gonna be famous. I'm never gonna make a living out of this. I just ever wanted to see the 100 thing, you know, and like have a good conversation with people. You know what I mean? Thank you. You're awesome. And you know what? You're great. I've had a lot of happy juice. That door was shut on me, and I can only assume there's an enemy behind the door because, well, what game mode am I playing right now, by the way? Can someone tell me that? Did I choose the wrong game mode? I feel like I did. I'm probably playing a really weird game. What the hell am I playing right now? But you know what? It doesn't matter. Thank you. And it just the fact that you commented even just once makes me feel. Whoa. Is this a shotgun? Cool. It just makes me feel amazing because, like. Okay. Woo! I'm dead. Just the fact that I can have someone to talk with or have a conversation with someone, that's all that really matters in this. I don't care either other way. I just enjoy the conversation. And yes, I may not be in the right state of mind with my happy juice, and we all know what I'm talking about.
We're losing this fight. Get your heads in the game.
What the hell am I playing right now? Like, seriously. Ooh. Bam. What the hell do I have now? It's just great to have someone to talk to. You know what? Even if it doesn't stick, even if you know, unsubscribe. I've had so many people unsubscribe from me, and I get it. They're just other people trying to make a living off of YouTube. Like I thought I could. It's not gonna happen, and I get it. You know, you just want to get the subscriber count to go up. You want your views to go up. You want to be able to make a living out of this. You enjoy doing it. You know, it's something fun for you. I get that. I'm not mad with them. I just want the conversation. You know what I mean? I just want someone to talk to.
Hostiles on the last weapon.
I just
Step
want
it
to
up.
have fun doing it and maybe entertain someone. You're awesome. I'm rambling. I'm on happy
Hostiles
juice.
on the last weapon. Step it up.
What the hell is going on in this game mode?
Objective failed. Report for debrief.
Man, are you really my 100th subscriber? I gotta look into that. Because that would be amazing. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't care if you're fibbing. You're just trying to make me feel good. And you know what? That's cool. I'm having fun. You know what? I don't care. It's just good. Oh my god, you were telling the truth. Oh, that's awesome. Wow, just to see that. Just to be able to see that and be like, I at least did that. That's awesome. Wow. So cool. What the hell did I choose? What the hell did I choose before in this game mode? Oh, that's right. That guy was trying to get me to join that game mode. That's why I joined that. That's awesome. You're awesome. Thank you so much. And you know what? If you at some point decide to unsubscribe, I'm okay with that. You made my day. Like you gave me the 100 subscribe. That's all I've ever wanted to see. I just ever wanted to see that 100. I don't care about anything else. Just thank you so much, George. I can't pronounce the first name of that, and I'm sorry. I'm dyslexic. I can't read very well. I can't spell. That's on me, man. But thank you so much. That's awesome. You really have made my night. I wasn't even planning on doing this. I started drinking happy juice. I gotta add that in. YouTube doesn't like it when you say the other thing. I had a really good conversation with. Oh man, I cannot pronounce that name. Irisha O'Cons. I'm sorry. You were great. I really do love you, bro, but I cannot pronounce your name. I wish you would have said it in the comments, cause then it would have read it out to me, and I would at least know how to spell it, say it. Um, Young Lobster, I'm so sorry I couldn't play with you. I could not figure out how to get you in here. Like I did what you said, it didn't work. I'm sorry. That's on me. I'll admit that. Chucky Christian, you only left one comment. you're still cool. And you know what, George? Thank you so much. That has really made my night. And you know what? That has just really made me happy just to see that I have 100 subscribers. I know it's not gonna last. It never does. I always seem to lose some guys, either because I don't put up videos or I don't put up videos people like, because I'm playing the wrong game or because they expect something of me. But goddamn, just seeing you pop in and do that for me, that's amazing. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. I really do. That's awesome. Just to allow me to see that triple digit. Oh man, you're great. I really wish I could pronounce that first name you have on your tag there. Lee Ma Man. Lima Man? I'm sorry. I'll admit to the fact that I can't read very well. I'm dyslexic. Letters sound like other letters to me. They don't make sense to me. I'm not the most educated person, but goddamn, George, thank you so much. That really does make a lot. Like, even if it doesn't last, which it probably won't, thank you so much for just allowing me to at least see the 100 subscriber mark. That's great. I really do appreciate that. You're awesome. Did I not get any kills that last match? I probably, wait, I did, didn't I? Using the remove the stock. Hmm. Get 50 kills using weapons with the stock removed by selecting no stock. Did I not do that? I feel like I did that. Yeah, no stock. Maybe it doesn't count the first round of matches. Or maybe that doesn't count. Man, you know what? This has been a great night. I had a really good, deep conversation about loving people and how doing the right. And I really hope that guy does become a police officer because he sounds like he's going to do the right thing. He's not going to judge people based off of skin or where you come from. He's gonna perform his duties exactly how we should and exactly how everyone should. Judging everyone equally. Um, George, you gave me my 100 subscribe. You're amazing. And I don't know who gave me my 99, whether it was Young Lobster, uh, Chucky Christian, or that guy whose name I can't pronounce, who talked to me for a long time. Thank you so much. That really means a lot to me. That really does. Like, I don't even care if it sticks. Like, I know I'm not gonna make a living off of this. I'm not gonna become a famous or have a lot of fans. I'm not funny. I'm not interesting. I get that. I accept that about myself. You know what? I don't take it as an offense. I understand that I can be funny. I can be interesting, but for the most part, for the YouTube thing, it's just not gonna work. I understand that. I accept it. I understand. And I just appreciate you at least giving me the feeling of hitting that 100 subscribers. You know, it really does mean a lot to me. It feels good to just feel like people care. I sure I really should start laughing a bit more during this because the video title is laughing constantly or something like that.
Team deathmatch.
I haven't been laughing a lot
Enemy
because
threats
like
in the
we've
AO.
had some
Weapons hot.
serious good conversations about life, love, and how people should be treated. But you know what? Hello, buddy. Um, Seems like those guys have either gone to bed or just...
Enemy at the construction
Why
site.
do I have this side on? That's weird. Have retired for the night, and you know what? I don't care. Have a good night. Sweet dreams. Let's start laughing. Let's start bringing up the mood a little bit. And even though, you know, we've had those conversations, they still matter. Everybody still matters. Everyone's still awesome. But let's I don't know, bring a little bit of comedy into tonight.
Reloading. Contact.
I've had a lot of happy juice.
I'm taking fire!
Out! Reloading!
Man, I'll tell you one thing. That one conversation we had about helping someone who feels depressed and like hurting themselves, that really did get to me. I have felt like that for the past maybe 10 years? No, 10 years, yeah. Just feeling worthless and like I don't matter. And man, that really did get to me. But you know what? We really should start enjoying the night, laughing a lot, because if you don't laugh about something,
Got
then
ammo here.
what's the point of going on if you can't at least laugh a little bit?
Fuck!
Changing mags.
Do I not have quick kill on? I guess I don't. You know,
That's
if
more
you
like
can't
it.
go
Enemy at the barber shop.
in life without laughing just once, then something's not right, and you should, I don't know, have a talk with someone, tell someone
Enemy
you're not
personal radar in the air.
feeling good. You should definitely get that on.
Enemy down!
Alright, enough serious talk, enough bringing the mood down. Let's just, I can't think anymore. Let's just, I got a headache now. Let's just enjoy the night,
We
maybe
taken
get a laugh
control.
or two in, and just enjoy this great game that Activision, I think, gave to us. Man, is that who made this game? Oh, man, I hope so. Otherwise, I just sound like I'm stupid.
We're losing control.
By like 1 point, bro. Calm down. You need to stop seeing the world so negative. Whoa!
Enemy at the bazaar.
Alright. That may have been a person I killed before. I don't know, man. All I know is my happy juice. Get out of my way, Doors. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. My
Friendly
happy
UAV
juice,
overhead.
has kicked in.
I got movement.
Enemy at the barber shop.
I'm feeling pretty good. I love our conversations we had tonight. And now it's time to just... Can I climb this? I don't think I've ever seen anyone climb this. Can I not climb this?
Enemy UAV overhead.
I can't even jump over this? That's very odd. I'll disregard that.
Reloading!
Wow. I only hit like 2 bullets.
X-ray
I'm
spotted.
so
Friendly UAV
bad at
overhead.
this. What was shot? What was spotted? I don't know. I'm out of bullets.
Enemies halfway there. Step it up.
I lost the UAV. It's probably
Enemy
not
VTOL in the AO.
Man. What a waste of ammo. Alright, enough with the downer stuff. Let's just have some fun, play the game,
Enemy UAV overhead.
and hopefully not die much. I'm really chill right now.
Enemy cruise missile incoming.
My voice is really chill. I have no volume going whatsoever. Man, tonight has been good. You know what? I really need those conversations going on. I really need to just talk about stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with that. And if you feel like you need to talk about stuff like that,
Enemy personal
Reloading.
radar in the air.
Got ammo here.
I'm gonna get shot in the back. I feel it. I don't know where it's coming from or when it's coming from, but it's gonna happen. I can feel it. I can't really hear it. Like I do hear footsteps, but I don't know if it's just my footsteps. I just know. I'm gonna get shot in the back. Ooh.
Rotating mag!
Sweet. Awesome. Come on, climb the...
Enemy at the construction site.
Ah, I got shot in the face. After this, we're gonna take another shot of the happy juice to just keep the good times rolling. Um, but I really do appreciate everybody. Everyone's awesome. Everybody deserves to be loved.
Enemy at the rug shop.
Changing mags.
I have to reload. Enemy down.
Man, just some serious emotion going on tonight. Was not expecting that. Did not plan
Happy
it.
juice for the win, haha.
What? Happy juice. Okay, man. Thanks. Let's see. Who are you? You're new to the whole conversation. We had a really serious conversation earlier about loving yourself and how people should be treated, and it was cool. It's awesome. It made me choke up a lot. But you know what? Now we're just having some fun playing some Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Friendly UAV overhead.
Oh, I'm stuck. I do not understand why you don't just pop into that window. But hey man, welcome to the live stream. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're feeling good. Hope you're not feeling down about anything.
We're losing this fight. Get your head. Enemy cruise missile incoming.
Enemy in the cafe.
We're not gonna focus on negative feelings anymore or anything like that. We're just gonna have some fun playing an awesome video game that's cool and everyone's cool who plays it. Ah, my death sucks. Now I know we said this was like a laughing all the time thing, and we didn't do a lot of laughing, maybe the first hour, but you know what? Oh, cool. Wasn't really sad last. Now is the time to laugh. Now is the time to like express the happiness that it is to just be alive and shit like that. And
You're
know
not
what?
only a gamer, you're a philosophical dude.
Thank you
I'm
so
good,
much.
thanks. Good stream.
Oh man, thank you so much. You know what? I just want people to be happy. I know what it feels like to not be happy, to feel like shit, and it's not cool. It's not fun. That's weird. I wasn't using that gun. And you know, I don't do these streams to get a lot of views or get a lot of subscribers. I just do it to have a good conversation with people. That's all I care about. You know what I mean? You know, a good conversation to make sure everyone's doing good and feeling good. And you know what? That's all that matters. No one should feel left out. No one should feel like they're lesser. I understand those feelings. I have those feelings all the time. They're not good feelings. You know, and if just one person says, you're worth it, you're awesome, let's have a laugh together, you're cool, let's hang out, then, you know, that's cool. And I may not always express that with my other videos where I'm just goofing around, having fun, but that's how I always feel. You know, if I could just get someone coming in to have an honest-to-God conversation about life, love, and liberties, then everything's awesome. I'm gonna take a shot at my
Team
apple juice.
deathmatch. We've got enemy inbound. Lock and load.
Contact.
We've taken the lead.
And you know, I really do feel that way. No one should feel like they're
We're
lesser.
losing control.
I'm about to die. Yep, there it is.
Reloading.
No one should feel like they're not good enough. Like, if you're not smart enough, or you feel like you're not making enough money, or you feel like you just suck at life, don't feel like that, man. Everybody feels like that at one point. Like, just forget about it. Like, you're good enough. You're able to succeed at something.
Enemy at the cargo containers.
Everybody's awesome. You just gotta find that one thing that makes you happy and do it. And you know, for me, it's these videos. I don't do them all the time. You know, I don't make any money off of it. I don't get a ton of subscribers or views off of it, but they make me feel happy, especially when I can get someone to come in and just talk to me and like just have an honest to God conversation. They make me feel like, you know, I can connect with someone. That's all that matters. Just feeling like you matter, like you can connect.
Enemy UAV overhead.
And thank you so much for saying that. I really do appreciate that. I don't always put forth the most effort in these things, but when I can get someone to legitimately talk to, I feel like it actually can help someone. Woo! Man, we're having a deep night tonight. And I would just a jogger. Is that how you pronounce your name?
Good point.
Thank you very much. And you know, it's not just a point. It's something that matters. People should feel like they matter.
Enemy at the office.
I hope I said your name right. I'm not the best reader. I'll admit to that. I accept that about myself. It's just something about myself that I can't control. Man.
Contact.
This is just an emotional night. Ah, I didn't get him. Ah, I thought I could dunk again.
Reading is overrated, to be honest,
Enemy in the
lol.
dumpster.
I mean, to a point, like, you shouldn't be made fun of for the fact that you can't read well. But at the same time, reading it's important. You know, there's some really good things out there to read. You know, I didn't get good at reading until I started reading mangas, Japanese comic books. Like I didn't care two shits about reading until I got into those, and then I just found that it's just really entertaining to just get into like the stories of this stuff. You know what I mean? And now I got classical
Enemies
books.
halfway there. Step
I
it
got
up.
a bookcase full of mangas. I got comic books from Marvel and DC. You know, I got the entire works of Edgar Allan Poe.
Friendly UAV overhead.
You know, you just gotta find something that makes you interested, and then, you know, not worry about what other people think. Like, so what? You can't pronounce words very well. So what? You can't read certain words very well. So what? You have dyslexia. It doesn't matter, man.
Enemy cluster strike incoming.
You know,
Take cover.
just as long as you use your imagination to have fun and really enjoy
Enemy
what you're doing,
UAV overhead.
read whatever the hell you want, as long as you can get into it. I love mangas. Japanese comic books, that's just hilarious. I love those things. You know, I got some of the most popular thing. Like, I have a whole bookshelf dedicated to just those books, and they're awesome. I could read those things forever. You know, and because of those, I've gotten into classic books. I've gotten into Marvel and DC books. You know, I had freaking the Gone with the Wind, Edgar Allan Poe, freaking William Shakespeare on my shelf. Things I would never consider reading before because I felt like I couldn't do it. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't good enough to read these things. But now here they are. I've read them. I've loved them. They're awesome. And just because I found something that makes me...
Last thing I read was the poison control number on the cough medicine bottle. Just kidding, lol. I read Yu Yu Hakusho manga.
Yu Yu Hakusho? Oh my god, that's a great one. Yu Yu Hakusho, I love that. You know, I started watching the anime as a kid. I loved it. It was amazing. You know, a tough kid who the world seems as useless and nothing but a thug, who becomes just like a hero.
Enemy UAV
Like
overhead.
a true blue hero who saves the world time and time again, who actually cares about people. You know, he sacrificed himself to save a child.
Out.
Something
Reloading.
that not even the underworld would consider him doing.
Shit.
You know, because they thought he's just a thug. And, you know, he would never do this. And then he did it. Just shocking everybody. That's awesome. You know what? That, like, and because of that, you know, don't discourage yourself. I dropped my phone. You know, let that lead you to other things that could be awesome. You know, like I have Nagima, Samurai Deeper, Dahak, GUO, Naruto, freaking
Get it together. This ain't over yet.
Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, Love Hina, which is a love comedy thing I never thought I would be into. You know, all the way up to classic shit like William Shakespeare, Edgar Allan Poe,
Enemy UAV
Gone
overhead.
with the Wind.
Enemy
You
in
know
the
what I
center.
mean?
Just let it feed your enthusiasm for bettering yourself, to reading things that are interesting. One of my favorite books are Kill Me Kiss Me, which is a Korean book about two cousins that look alike that switch places, a boy and a girl. And then it gets so much deeper after that.
I had great character development too. Also, he was the same voice actor as Android 17 in the Funimation dub.
I know, right? Exactly. Like, you should let these things not only expand your horizon with books, but different medias. Like, I used to hate reading, like, listening to subbed animes because I couldn't understand Japanese, and I didn't care to read all that stuff. But then I just started getting into it, like the way they would act, like um, One Piece, like. Oh my God, it's so amazing! Like, I'm so far ahead of the dub that it's ridiculous. And then I would just listen to just full dubs because it was just so interesting of a story. You shouldn't let yourself be one track just because of one thing. Like, you should explore all horizons of everything. Expand your mind. Don't let other people push you down because they don't understand your interests or they don't understand what you like. You know, pull from one thing and lean into another. If you like the complex wordings of freaking Nigima with their Latin in their spells, like, let that lead into actually learning Latin. Let that lead into complex reading material. Even if you can't fully understand what they're saying, just lean into it. You like that because you like that. No one can take that away from you. You know, um, I love this shit. You know what I mean? I got freaking Battle Royale, which, yes, is very sexual, but it also teaches me about Chinese history, and about how China was, like, formed into a unified country. How a bunch of warlords basically came together to form a united China. Like, yes, it's about a bunch of sexy girls, but at the same time, it teaches me about just the history of China, and even though it does it in a weird way, it still does it. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just learning about it in a different way. You know what I mean? Pretty Face, which is a book I love. There's only 6 issues, but it's about a guy who loves a girl, who keeps a picture of her in a wallet, who gets in a tragic accident and, like, has his face melted off, and they can't recognize who it is, so they give him her face, and yet he takes his time to become the girl who he loves twin to make her feel better about her life and her situation. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing wrong with that. He's trying to make someone feel better about the situation she's in. Make her feel like what the hell? Like she matters. You know what I mean? Like, expand your horizon. You know what I mean?
Favorite post story? I liked the Telltale Heart. He was a weird dude, but in a good way. Also, you should watch the movie called Mongol It.
You know what? I will. Because I can honestly say I have not watched that. And yes, I have not played a lot of the Telltale series, but you know what? Those are great storytelling games. All the way from the Walking Dead to the
Right there.
Game of Thrones is what I meant to say. Those are amazing stories that have amazing things to tell. But a lot of people will just watch the TV series or not even read the books, and it's just like, why not? Like, those are amazing stories that have amazing things that don't translate to TV, and you should watch those. You should read those. You know what I mean? Like, just don't take your love for just one media as that. Like, if you love something that is on TV, there's probably a book of it. Go read the book. Like The Shining. That is an amazing TV series and movie that is just amazing. Jack Nicholson and the TV series, Those are some of the greatest forms of media out there. But if you read the book, I bet you learned a lot more about the story if you know that you didn't know about if you didn't read the book. You know, um, sure, reading may be hard to some people and it may be difficult, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't take the effort to just try. You know, if you don't dig it, then I don't have the thing I thought I did.
That movie made me scared of Denver, lol.
You know, that's alright, because, you
Enemy
know,
UAV overhead.
some movies are meant to be scary. Some movies are supposed to, like, just completely psych you out. But at the same time, you know,
Enemy
they're
cruise
just
missile.
good stories. You know, like, if you look at the movie Black Christmas, that is a terrifying movie about someone stalking you from your own home. But it's such a good story, you know what I mean?
They've reached the halfway point. Allied UAV overhead.
And if you didn't read, like, a version of it, you wouldn't completely understand what's happening. And I completely get it. Like, if you're not a good reader and you feel like... And if you feel like reading is just a hassle and it doesn't work for you and it's too hard, I understand. Like, that has been my, like, most of my life. But at the same time, you should put forth at least a little bit of effort to better yourself, to wanna understand the full story of something. You know, like, I keep going back to The Shining. That story, that book that Stephen King wrote is so much more than the movie and the miniseries that he wrote. Like, there's so much detail that you don't understand unless you read the book. You know, same thing with, like, mangas or comic books. Like, if you watch a movie, like, you only get half the story. Don't you want to know what really happens? You know? Like, don't you want to
I feel that,
fully
true
understand
story,
it?
my grandma's house was so haunted they had to burn it down. I can type out the story if you want.
I would love to hear the story about your grandma's house, man. Like, I fully believe in ghosts. I had an out-of-body experience myself. When I was really young, I fell out of a tree and landed on, like, my...
Sup, Nero.
Thank you. When I was really young,
It's been a while.
Oh, what's up, Pyro Bird? It has been a while. When I was young, I fell out of a tree on my left arm, right? A very, very tall tree. I was trying to act cool in front of a friend, trying to make him seem like I was cool. I fell out of the tree, I landed on my left arm, and I had an out-of-body experience. I literally left my body. I literally saw myself lying on the ground, unconscious. Like, that's legitimately what happened. Right? So, yeah, I totally believe in ghosts. I totally believe you can have an out-of-body experience. Yeah, why wouldn't you? Like, why? I mean, what happens to us when we die? Surely something happens. Like, either we go to heaven or we just haunt the world. Who knows? Like, I can't say for sure. But I had that out-of-body experience. You know? And I believe in ghosts. There's something that definitely makes us different from everything else in the world. Whether it's our spirit or the ghost that, you know, lives in us, I don't know. But I have had that experience, and I would love to hear what happened to your, make sure I'm reading this right. Grandma's place? I'm sorry if I didn't read that. But I definitely believe that. There's gotta be something more than just human lives. Like, what happens when we die? Surely it's not just eternal blackness. It's not just eternal damnation. We aren't just erased from existence. You know? I'm sorry, Power Bird, if we're getting really serious and complex here. We're having just a really serious conversation about life and what happens to us. I remember that day perfectly well. Like, I was trying to impress a friend, or I was wearing, like, wool gloves. I jumped from one branch to another branch in a very tall tree. I slipped, I fell on my left arm, and I was completely out of it. I had an out-of-body experience. I saw myself laying on the ground. I spiraled back down, and I was back in my body. Now, whether or not that was my ghost returning back to my physical form or not, I can't say for sure. I haven't
truly died. Who knows? But as far as I'm concerned, yes, that was an out-of-body experience. And that's how I choose to see that. You know, I left my body, I left my physical form, and I saw something that the astral plane has. You know, I've had a lot of happy juice, but still, this is exactly how I remember it to this day, even without the happy juice. This is just how I see life. And I would like to
This
believe that
is all
there's something else.
100% true. In 1982, before I was born, my grandparents moved into an old plantation house in Missouri the day they moved.
And I truly believe that, man. You know, plantation houses, you know, with slaves and shit like that, they have to have been haunted. How many people have died at that place? Like, even if they were cool plantain owners,
Team
like, someone
deathmatch.
had to have died there.
Get out there.
You know,
Promote the company.
just the fact that they own a plantain, like, you know, that just, it's just something
pulled
that
ahead.
screams.
It's making me type segments, so I'll give you the good points.
You know, man, and I'm not gonna doubt you. I truly believe in ghosts and shit like that. Like I said, with my out-of-body experience, I believe in that shit. It has to be true. I mean, how just pure disturbing would it be if there's nothing left after life but pure darkness? That's what scares me the most, is thinking that when I die, all that's gonna be left is pure darkness. That scares the shit out of me. Like, just the fact that it would be pure darkness. Like, why? Why would it be pure darkness? That's so scary. Just think that once you're dead forever, in all eternity, all you're ever gonna see is just darkness. That's so scary. There has to be something.
My aunt felt kicking from the bottom bunk, but no one was there.
Exactly, man. I believe in ghosts. There's something that make us
You've
more.
lost the lead.
You know what I mean? There has to be something out there that makes us more than just more than just what we are. There's soul. Like, everybody, even scientists believe that there is a soul that relies inside humans. There's something that makes us more. You know what I mean? And that has to live on after we're dead. It has to. If not, then what's the point of living? Like, it would just be pointless. You know what I
Enemy
mean?
care package
Like,
inbound.
why continue living if there's just nothing that happens afterwards? It's so depressing and scary to think. You know, and like I said, I have had that out-of-body experience. I've had that feeling of being outside of your body and returning to it.
Enemy at the office.
You know, and it's scary to think.
Enemy Wilson
It really
deployed.
is. It's scary to think that
Friendly
once you're
UAV
dead,
online.
like, you're just in a weird place of non-existence. But maybe that's not a bad thing. You know, maybe you
Enemy
can live
UAV
on
overhead.
in some way, shape, or form. Oh man, it really is just so scary and weird to think about. But why would we even be alive if there wasn't something that made us more? That's the thing I thought I did. It's, you know what I mean? Like, what's the point of humanity? What makes us more than animals if we don't have, like, some kind of realization that we have existence?
Life is pretty weird. Out-of-body experiences are weird. I was stoned but had one too, haha.
Enemy cluster
I know,
strike
man,
incoming. Take
and
cover.
you know, I used to get stoned all the time. I'll admit that. I used to smoke weed constantly, because like, in my thought, it helped me with my depression and my anxiety, and it did. But after a while, like, I started realizing that it was starting to cause my anxiety. It started to cause my depression. It started making me realize that life is just too weird,
I'm under attack!
too extreme. You know what I mean? I started thinking about death all the time. I started thinking about what happens when I die. Am I really just nothing? Is it really just darkness? You know, and it was scary. It was terrifying to think that all that happens when you die is just endless darkness. Isn't that scary? Isn't that frightening? Like, I would prefer pure whiteness or anything else. Just
constant darkness. So, you know, I got off the stuff. I figured, not only could I get a better job, but I would also feel just more at calm, more at ease with existence if I wasn't just constantly smoking dope all the time. Now, I'll admit that stuff does help with certain conditions. Like if you have cancer and you can't eat, you know, if you're sick all the time and the medication that you're just prescribed is just causing you all kinds of symptoms, yeah, smoke some weed. It'll make you feel better. Sure, it really will. But at the same time, if you're constantly doing that and there's nothing wrong with you, it makes you feel like shit, dude. And that might not be the case with everybody. You know, like some people might be able to like just be like, "Oh, I'm fine. You know, there's nothing wrong with this." But with me, it was not helping. It was at first, but at some point, it was causing symptoms.
Enemy sentry gun active.
You know what I mean? But we have to have something more in ourselves. We have to have a soul. We have to be more than what we are now. Because if not, what's the point of anything? Like, why do we continue existing if we're just gonna, you know, at 100 years or so, just die, and that's it? Like,
I hope reincarnation is not real, BC. If I have to come back, then I'll be pissed, lol.
you know what? I don't actually mind reincarnation.
Enemy UAV overhead.
I would love to come back as a bear, honestly, or a turtle or something. You know what I mean? Just the fact that you're able to come back and live your life slightly better than you did before. You know what I mean? If you're able to come back as like a bug or an insect and not be burdened by like humanity and just live calmly and peacefully without worrying about anybody or anything. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. And I would really love to come back as a bear or like a sea turtle, just living your life.
I'll come back as a dumb spider and get smashed, lol.
Hey man, who knows? You might come back as like an Amazon spider and live your entire life in peace. And then, you know, if you do that, you come back and you'll live in like reincarnation. The Buddhist thought is if you live a perfect life, and you don't harm anybody and you live just peacefully with everybody and everybody's cool and you don't harm anybody, you get to go to paradise. And that's cool. And even if you do come back as a spider, like, you might learn something from that. You might learn that it's not cool to do a certain thing or to be a certain way. You might be like, oh man, what was I doing before? Like, that wasn't cool. You know what I mean? Like, reincarnation isn't a bad thing. It's just a way to learn. That's the way I see it.
Enemy at the center.
We're getting really deep with our thought process tonight, and that's cool. Like, I'm barely paying attention to the game, but this is such a good conversation, just like the last one we had, that I do not mind. I really do not. You know, and who knows? You might come back as another person with these lessons you've learned in your first life. You know, you might have been a completely shitty person, just walking over everybody and everything because you think you're better, and then you come back and maybe you're poor, and you're like, wow, people do matter. People like have a hard time about it, you know. And that's a life lesson. That's a lesson that.
Speaking of spiders, on LSD a spider told me the meaning of life. The last thing he said was that I would forget to write it down. He was alright.
And you know what? That's perfectly true. Like, most people, when they see a spider, they think, I gotta smash this, I gotta kill this, this thing does not deserve to live around me. But, you know, a spider truly understands the way the world works. They're just in it to live, to survive. You know what I mean? They're like, I have to live to see the next day. I have to live to give children out into the world to preserve myself and my species. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Like, you're just trying to better yourself and to make everybody understand I was there. I existed. You know?
Spiders eat the bugs I hate. We are cool, haha.
And That's exactly what I mean. They eat like cockroaches and mosquitoes and shit like that. Like they devour the things that you're not cool with. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's perfectly cool. You know what I mean? Like they devour the things that aren't normally seen as acceptable. I clipped that. I didn't mean to do that. But at the same time, they serve a purpose. They're there for a reason, just like the honeybee, which is almost extinct because of human intervention. They serve a purpose. If they weren't there, flowers would not be made. You know what I mean? Trees and flowers would not reproduce. The world would lose so many fruits and vegetables, and it would be chaos. You know? Everything deserves to exist. Everything's here for a reason. Everything it has a purpose. And if we can't see that, not only with insects, but with our own species as humans, then we're really messing up.
Team deathmatch.
You know, if you can't look
Enemy
at
threats
someone
in
who's
the
a different
AO.
race than
Weapons
you
hot.
and be like, I understand why you're here. I understand why you
Got you
exist.
6.
Thing, you're not living life to the
Hostiles in the
fullest.
area.
Taking
You're
control.
you're just living life for yourself, and that's not cool. You should see the world as like an
These are dope.
ecosystem.
Hey man, I probably have to sleep at some point, so I'll have to go soon.
And you know what? I fully understand that. I fully get you, man. It's late at night when I decided to do this. I get you.
Losing ground. Stepping up.
Ah, I didn't get
Out.
that guy. I
Reloading.
get you,
Check
man.
fire.
Like,
Send
I fully
fire.
understand. I won't hold that against you.
I have to reload.
You know, because right now with the chaos happening in the world, I don't have a job. I could stay up 24 hours if I wanted to. That's my choice. But, you know, you might have school tomorrow. You might have your job still. You might have to sleep. And I accept that. And I see that as just the way the world is working right now. And that's how everybody should see the world is. I understand you. I get you. I do not hold what you have against you. You know?
Enemy at the courtyard.
And I hope
But
you have
this
a
was cool. Keep doing this. This is a cool channel.
Thank you, man. And you know, this isn't like a constant conversation piece that we have. You know, this is just the way I feel about life and how people are. You know, and I don't always talk about that. I don't always get these views a point as part of my channel, but you know what? This is just how people should be. Like, people should love each other and like respect each other and like see each other as different races and be like, I understand you. I know where you're coming from and I get you. I'm getting choked up.
Enemy at the buses.
You know what I mean? Like, if you remove our skin, are we not all the same color underneath? We should not judge each other by what's on the outside, but how we feel on the inside. Oh man, I'm getting all choked up again. You know, love should not have any conditions to it. Love should
Drink
just be
one
something.
for me, dude. Have a good night, man.
You know what? I will. Thank you very much. Is that guy dead? I can't tell.
I'm getting contact.
It just really is how, like, even when I'm not talking all, like, deep and shit, and I'm not drinking the happy juice, and I'm not just having...
Peace.
Peace, man. Peace. Truly peace. Peace and love to the whole world. When I'm not on the happy juice, and I'm not trying to be deep and shit, this is truly how I feel. People should love each other. Like, I don't care. I don't have any problems with Muslims, or black people, or Mexicans. Like, America was built on immigrants. Everyone should be allowed in this country. Because that's how it was in the beginning. Like, we shouldn't put, like, standards on that shit. Like, I don't care if you're Mexican.
Friendly
You're just
UAV
trying
overhead.
to better yourself. I don't care if you're Muslims. You're not the ones who bombed us. You're just people trying to find a better place to raise your family. Oh, man, I'm getting all choked up again. I truly do not hold anything against anybody. I do not blame a certain race or certain ethnic or a certain religion for anything. I understand that it's not your problem. It is not your fault that people feel the way they do. It is the fault of a very few selected people who chose to go to the extreme to get their point across. Alright? Like, I love everybody and everything. I do not care where you come from, what skin color you are, what religion you preach.
Enemy
You know,
halfway there. Step it
everybody
up.
should be loved. Everyone should feel like they matter. Damn, I am really getting choked up about this. Boy, I am really getting choked up about this. This is the second time tonight.
Enemy precision airstrike. Take cover.
Oh boy, man, I am just really feeling right now. And like I said, I may not always put these feelings across in my videos. Like usually I'm just trying to have fun and entertain people and create a laugh, but this is truly how I feel. Like, I mean, at one point in the universe, all countries were joined together in Pangea. Like, all countries were one. All
Be
people were
advised.
one.
Friendly precision airstrike
And
inbound.
it's just messed up that certain people who are empowered feel like they need to separate us and make us feel like certain people aren't worth it, because we're all worth it. We're all awesome and deserve to feel like we're needed.
We're
Even
in
those
control.
who don't. Even those who feel like the world is just against them and depression is sitting in and like we're just garbage and trash. I feel that way. I truly do. Sometimes I feel like I'm just useless. There's no point in me being here. My birth was an accident. My mom had her 2 times. I was not meant to exist in the world, but that doesn't mean I don't have the right to. You know, that doesn't mean
Allied cruise
that the
missile
world
away.
can't accept me and love me for who I am and who I become. And sure, I might make mistakes along the way. I might do things that aren't good, but I accept that those are my mistakes. You know, like, ah, damn it, I'm forgetting I don't have that attack. That those are on me.
Enemy near main
You know, those aren't the world's mistakes. Those are my mistakes. Those are on me. You know, like, people should just love each other and just accept people for who they are, where they come from, what they believe. Religion, for all we know, could just be a lie, just made up by people in power who want to feel superior.
Contact.
Enemy at the courtyard.
You know, we're all the same person, just trying to feel love and compassion in the world. Just try to feel like we matter for our beliefs. You know, and it's just sad that some people feel like they need to
Friendly
punish
UAV
us for that
overhead.
thing. It's not right, and it's not how the world should work. I'm sorry, I'm getting way too deep. I'm getting really deep with this shit. It's just, that's how I truly believe. That's how I feel the world should work.
Contact.
You know, if the world just
Enemy UAV overhead.
ran under one government, that's how it should be. Like, it should not define you by who you are, where you come from, what you believe. It should see you as
Enemy
a person,
UAV overhead.
a person of this world that we live in that's just chaos and crazy and not right, and just be like, I understand you.
We're losing
I
ground.
believe in
Step it
you.
up.
You could be the best person you can be if you just try hard enough, if you put forth the effort. Oh man, I'm going so deep with this stuff. I'm so sorry if I'm putting people down, or if I'm making people feel weird or awkward. That's just truly how I feel. You know? Pyrobird, if you're still there, I'm sorry if this is weird compared to anything else I've done. This is just truly how I feel the world should work.
I'll cover. Let's go.
You know, this is how I feel the world should be. You know, it's how it used to be when we were all one people, one continent, coming from the same place, but over the
I got movement.
Enemy at the courtyard.
million of years, if
We're
not
getting
billions
hammered.
of years
Step it up.
of just conflict. God damn it, I keep forgetting I don't have or thermites. We've separated ourselves. We've made ourselves feel
Took a
like
beating
we're
today.
not
Not
we're
gonna
not the
take it
same
lying
person,
down.
but we are. You know? Oh man. And you know what?
Enemy near Main Street.
I'm gonna have that one shot for that one guy, just because I probably had maybe one too many, but it's been a while since I've actually had a shot, and I'm gonna have him for him because he truly believes the world is not right, and we should all love each other, and that's how it should be. If we all just got drunk and talked to each other, I'm sure that we would all understand each other. You know, because when you drink, your inhibitions and your worldviews go down, and like, you know, you could just truly understand each other. You'd be like, I understand where you're coming from. You know, I felt that way. I get you. You know, and it's just sad that most of the world is just so segregated and feels like other people don't matter, but they do. Everybody matters. And you know what? Let me look up your name real quick. Okay, here's your name. Just a jogger. Just a jogger. This shot's for you. Thank you so much for the good conversation. Just like you, and I think George was his name. I couldn't pronounce his first name. I enjoy having a good conversation and truly trying to understand people. All right, let's do this. Whoa. That's some strong stuff. I'm drinking 100 proof whiskey, and yes, it is strong, and yes, it does make me a little loopy, but still, I have to clarify, these are my beliefs. I don't care who you are, where you come from. I believe that we can still be
Team
friends.
deathmatch.
If you're from the Middle
Enemy
East,
incoming.
if you're
Weapons
Muslim,
ready.
Mexican, Chinese,
Over there.
I don't care, man. Let's be friends. Let's try to work to better the world as a place, not just a section of it.
Stitch
You
them up.
know, like, I don't care. You've never done anything personally wrong to me. You've never wronged me in any way, shape, or form. Let's be friends. Let's try to better ourselves. You know what I mean? Like, sure, I'm playing a war game that basically places one race against the other, but at the same time, if you play the campaign, like, they're working with people from the Middle East. They're working with people who would normally be considered the enemy in this situation. They're like, you're my friend, and I'm not going to betray you or let you down in any way, shape, or form. And that's how the world should work. You know, and it's just sad that that's the way the world is. Where did that guy come from? And I truly believe that if you're Muslim,
In back.
if you believe in a different religion than me,
Enemy UAV
I don't
overhead.
care.
What
You're-
about top 10 anime betrayals?
Oh my god. Top 100 anime betrayals? Top 10 anime betrayals. You know, the way I see it in anime, there is no race. That was just a thing, like, that was just like a thing I read recently in a blog from a anime site I
Enemy
read,
precision airstrike.
where
Get down.
an artist betrayed Sailor Moon as Asian, and I don't see that as a thing. You know what I mean? Like, anime characters don't have a race.
Oh yeah, I heard.
You know what I mean? Like, Sailor Moon is blonde with blue eyes. Is she Asian? Asian people
Enemy
don't look like that.
Allied UAV overhead.
You know what I mean? Naruto. Naruto is also blonde with blue eyes.
Enemy at the hazmat
Does
building.
that make... I got the hiccups. Does that make him Asian? No. He's just a person
Enemy
who's
personal radar
trying to
overhead.
live life.
Anyways, why we talking about race?
I don't know, man. I'm just saying it does not matter. Race does not matter. I don't... It should not matter.
Yeah, it's weird.
It is weird, and it shouldn't matter. Like, I don't care. I don't care if people from Korea to come over here and try to like try to live a life separate from where they come from, like North Korea. That place is terrible. I don't care if you come over here and you want to better yourself. I don't care. You know, if you're looking to love everybody and
The only two anime I watch that have blonde hair and blue eyes done right is in JoJo and DR Stone.
yeah, and then are they Asian? Is it ever clarified that they're Asian people? No, they're just people. You know what I mean? They're just guys trying to fight off evil and make the world a better place.
Enemy personal
You know
radar
what I mean?
overhead.
It doesn't
They've
matter
reached
what
the
race
halfway
they
point.
are.
Get moving.
They're just dudes or chicks who want to make the world a better place and wipe out evil. Who cares where they come from or, you know?
Actually in JoJo they are white.
Are they?
Enemy UAV overhead.
Are they white? You know what? That kind of makes sense. But at the same time, who knows? Like, maybe one of their moms is Asian. I don't know. Do you know? Apparently not. You know, I'm dead. You know, like, who cares? No one cares. It's just an entertaining show that has good plots and good characters that are trying to fight off evil. And
Enemy
that's
precision
all
airstrike.
we as
Enemy
real
UAV
people
overhead.
should do. We should
There are only two and guys are black haired and they only have blue eyes is because they are mixed.
And even that doesn't matter. Who cares what their parents
Enemy
are?
personal
It
radar
shouldn't
overhead.
matter if they're mixed. They're just people. People trying to fight off evil. Trying to get rid of someone who's clearly not good for the world, who just wants to segregate and destroy people.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Exactly. It doesn't matter. And that's all I'm trying to say is I don't care who you are, where you come from, who your parents are, what religion you preach. As long as you're a good person trying to like do good in the world.
I just
that's all
prefer
that
people
matters.
getting the right facts.
And I understand that, man.
Enemy is
I didn't know that. I thought JoJo's Bizarre Adventures were Asians. I didn't know that. And you know what? I feel better now that I'm educated, than knowing that.
But people should be treated fair.
Reloading.
Exactly.
Fire!
Exactly.
Sight!
It does not matter where you come from, who you are, what race you are, as long as you're treated equally. And that doesn't matter. That's all that matters. I could give two shits about where you come from, or what religion you preach,
Enemy
what part of the
precision
world
airstrike.
you
Get
are,
down.
or what your parents did, as long as you're a cool person who doesn't, you know, who respects others. You're cool. I don't judge
People who disagree should be punished.
Enemy at the shipping area.
Now that depends. Like they may have been raised to believe those facts, but that doesn't mean you can't change their mind by showing
Enemy
them
personal radar
proof,
overhead.
you know, that contradicts what they believe. Like if you're Muslim and you're believed, like you're raised that people, like white people are the devil
They're killing us.
and
Pick yourselves up.
they're the evil, but then you meet someone who's just truly good to you and like respects you and shows you
I
that
just
that's not
found out
true.
about the
Enemy
Make the
UAV
America
overhead.
Sky Again movement. I got so angry.
That is messed up. Like, I mean, people have been like practicing like interracial and
Enemy at the center.
intersexual races forever. Roman people used to
The objective is
practice
lost.
that
We
shit
are not.
freely and openly. Back in the day, like they used to, like it doesn't matter if you were into dudes or chicks. They're just like, all right, cool, man, whatever, just be cool about it. And it's messed up that people think that America needs to be straight. We weren't born on that shit. Like America isn't about that shit. America was formed on the beliefs that you can come here and preach whatever you believed was factual. Like the first Americans came here because they believed that they were being prosecuted for their beliefs in religion. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care if you're gay. Do whatever you want to do. Just don't, just don't try to shove it down my throat. You know what I mean? Like, be gay. Just don't try to make me gay, because I'm not gay. You know what I mean? Or whatever. Like, I don't care. Just be you. I don't care
Yeah.
what you are. Just as long as you're not trying to shove it down my throat, I'm perfectly fine. And if you do try to shove it down my throat, and I express to you that I'm not into that, and you're like, cool, whatever, then we're cool, man. I don't care. Like, people can
Like
be
how IT
gay.
is in entertainment media.
Exactly. In the entertainment like media, like women are forced to like put themselves out and like prostitute themselves to get ahead in the system, and that's not cool. Harvey
Team
Weinstein
deathmatch.
used that system to
You are
get
clear to
laid
engage all
constantly,
threats.
just by saying if you don't sleep with me, you're not gonna get ahead in the system, and that's not cool, man. Like, it's not cool that you need to force yourself to do something you don't want to do just to get ahead. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not into sleeping with someone, don't sleep with them. People are gonna be cool about that. Just don't do it. Don't feel like you need to. You know what I mean? If you're not into sleeping with some asshole, then don't do it. Like, people aren't gonna think less of you. They're gonna understand your situation and be like, all right, I get you. You
Enemy
didn't want to
UAV
do it, so
overhead.
you didn't. That's
True.
cool.
Keep preaching.
See,
You
that's
need more views.
thank you. And like, I don't feel like I need more views because of my preaching. I just feel like these are necessary belief systems that everyone should have. You know, if you don't want to do something because you don't feel it's right, don't do
Friendly
it.
UAV
Don't feel
online.
like you need to get someone on your side. Just be like, all right, you know, I didn't do this because I believe it's wrong. You know, don't feel like you need to be validated
Enemy
in your
personal
belief system.
radar online.
Just don't do it. I'm doing terrible. But it doesn't matter because we're having an honest to God conversation here. I would never try to force someone to have sex with me because I would make them feel like it would get them ahead
Enemy
in life.
UAV overhead.
Like, not only would that just never happen because I don't have that kind of power, even if I did, I wouldn't want to do that. I want to find true love. You know what I mean? I want to feel validated in my relationships as well as make someone
Enemy
feel validated
precision
in
airstrike
theirs.
inbound.
I wouldn't want someone to feel like they're less of a person. You know?
Enemy personal radar online.
I would want them to feel
Enemy's halfway there. Step it
feel
up.
like they matter. To feel like they're somebody. I wouldn't want to take advantage of someone even if I had the opportunity to, just because it doesn't feel right. It feels like it would make me feel gross. You know what I mean? It would make me feel dirty and not like I'm a person. It would just feel wrong. You know, and unfortunately a lot of people who are famous feel like they have the power to do that, and it's not right. They shouldn't do that. You know, they shouldn't feel like they have the authority.
Some
to just-
humans are monsters.
Yes, absolutely right. Some people are complete monsters. Like Harvey Weinstein. That guy used and abused women because he was in the position to do so. Because if they didn't listen to what he wanted, they would not have a career in acting. That's not right. That's not good. You shouldn't make people feel
Enemy
like they're
personal radar
inferior
online.
and lesser just because you have the authority over them. Like,
Enemy
that's
UAV
wrong.
overhead.
You know, like, you should only try to find love with someone. You shouldn't feel like you need to use them and abuse them just because you can. That's not cool. No one wants that feeling. You know, and it's so messed up that some people feel like they can and should use that kind of power. That's not right. It's not a good feeling in the end.
Friendly UAV
No
online.
one should be used like they're lesser of a person just to make a career of whatever they're trying to do.
Enemy personal radar online.
That's so messed up. You know, like, people should feel loved and
You're losing
nurtured
this
in
fight. Get
whatever
your
they're
heads
trying to
in the
do. Whether that's acting or
writing books or whatever they're trying to do, they should feel nurtured. They should feel like they matter. They shouldn't be used because some asshole feels like he can get away with it. You know, and luckily nowadays that shit is like really frowned upon, and those people are putting, you know, those people are putting like on trial for their actions. Those people are like putting in the spotlight, saying this is wrong. This is what they did. They should not do this. This is messed up. And that should be like an everyday thing. But even some people are still using this power, and it's so wrong. And again, sure, it may seem like I'm sounding preachy, but this is just my belief system.
Exploitation of people is big no-no.
Exactly. You should never do that to people. If you feel like you could get a one-up on them, like you should never be like, that person's less than me. I could definitely get the better of them and use them for sexual like satisfaction. Like
Yo, what's up, Sky?
That's so messed up. You should not do that.
This my friend Sky.
Well, what's up, Sky? We're just having a really deep conversation right now, and it's been going on for, I think, 2.5 hours right now. But it's still right. People should not be used like that.
Hi.
You know, hey, what's up, man? Woman, or whatever you identify yourself as. How are you doing tonight? You know, like. Once again, this video was supposed to be about me just laughing my ass off about how much fun I was having. But at the same time, you know, what we're talking about is real, and it shouldn't matter. You know? People shouldn't use their power to abuse other people. It's wrong. It's not right. It feels dirty and just gross. You know, if I ever found myself in power over someone else, I wouldn't
I'm
try
woman.
to.
Also, yay, why agree?
Well,
Team deathmatch.
Awesome, the fact that you're a woman.
Enemy incoming. Weapons ready.
Thank you that you agree. It's just so messed up that so many people find it necessary to try to abuse their power just to get some ass. It's just like, why? Like, there's so many better ways to go about this. Don't you want to find someone who you love and respect?
Enemy at the restaurant.
You know, you shouldn't just be trying to use someone because they're the different sex as you just to get some ass. It's wrong. Like, why? What's the point? Like, what are you trying to gang? It's just some tail? So what? What's gonna happen when you're done with them? They're gonna feel like shit. And what you're gonna feel like? You're gonna be alone and just feel dirty. You know what I mean? We're really getting in some deep shit tonight. Like, but you know what? It really does feel like this shit needs to be talked about. Like, even right now.
Yeah, like, literally I can name a final villain in a game and the big thing he does is that.
Exactly. Like, even in video games, like, that kind of relationship is used and abused for just because. Like, right now, I think I'm playing as a chick, and you know what?
We have taken the lead.
I don't think of her as, oh, I'm playing a chick, I should be vulnerable and abused. I think, wow, she's a powerful character who's a soldier who should be respected and viewed that she's powerful and gets, you know, gets killed.
Mangas from the DMC remake.
I have not finished that game, so I don't know exactly what you're talking about. I'm currently doing a playthrough.
Nah, Persona 5.
Persona 5. I have not played that either, but I've been wanting to. But at the same time, like, isn't that just a bunch of chicks used for like I know there's one chick in that is used as a sexual object. Exactly, right? Like, I know, even though I have not played Persona 5, I know that there is a female in that video game that is used.
We are in command here.
For just her sexual body. Like, there's a villain who just sees her as a sexual object
to fuck around with and use, and that's not cool. And I know that at some point, like, he comes in terms with the fact that he's just doing that, but at the same time, that's not cool. Like, you shouldn't just see a woman as her body to be used. Like, I could care like two shits about a woman's body. I don't care about big breasts or like a sexual figure. I just want someone who cares about me. You know what I mean? Who's someone who loves me for me and who I can love for them. I don't care about how sexy they are or whatever. It's
Allied cruise
messed
missile
up.
launched.
That's just how people view women. And yes, I
Allied
know
UAV overhead.
some games are like pointing that out, but not enough of them. Let's be frank about it. Not enough video games are pointing out the difference in this
Enemy UAV overhead.
view of women. And yeah, sure, I could sound
Oh,
preachy.
yeah. That, yeah.
Exactly.
Kamashita was really bad.
I don't know who that is, but at the same time, I could probably agree with you. Most women in video games are just viewed as sexual objects or like a conquest. You know, that's not cool. That's not right. Like right now, I'm playing a dating sim on my Nintendo Switch, but I'm not going after the most sexy chick. You know, with the biggest bust and like the sluttiness. Like, cranked up to 11, I'm viewing these women as individual characters. I'm looking at them like who better relates to me as a person. You know, who better relates as me as a guy who just wants to form a legitimate relationship with someone. You know, I'm not trying to be like, oh, she's the biggest tits or oh, she's the sexiest figure. I'm like, who best relates as a person to me? Who best, you know, represents me as a dude?
We're halfway there. Keep
Who do I
going.
want to spend like the rest of my life with? Who do I see as a legitimate partner? You know, and like
Allied UAV overhead.
as I said, there are some games that like point this shit out and like focus on the female character, but that's not enough. You know, and I'll even admit to the fact that when this game first came out, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, I didn't want to play as a chick. I was like, how can that character possibly represent me as a straight male? But here I am playing a female character.
I would say more, but Persona is a good game and I don't want to spoil it for you, but 5 does point it out.
I mean, I get that. Like, I get that the game is a good game. And yes, I do want to play it, and at some point I will buy it. I just gotta get up the courage to do it. I just don't get the whole. Well, I don't really want to play the whole. I have a certain amount of time to do stuff, and once that time is up, that's it. But yes, that is a good game, and it does point out some of the things I'm talking about, where women are just used as sexual objects. Like, there's a whole mission dedicated to that. Or like a teacher like views a character as just
Allied
a sex
UAV
object that
overhead.
he wants to get with. Burpees. Hello, dude.
Boom. I think you're losing the point of your argument and just repeating. We got the point and agree.
I get that. And yes, you're totally right. I am just repeating myself. I'm just saying, you know, people are people.
Yeah.
Regardless
I'll
of...
sub, you seem really nice, mate.
Thank you so much, and I really do appreciate that. I really do. Like, I'm not just trying to make a point or trying to sound like I'm trying to be political or anything like that. I'm just saying, you know, I don't care. I don't care. Like, you could be gay, straight, different religion, from a different country. I don't care. Like, as long as you don't personally try to make me hurt in some way, shape, or form, I don't
UAV
care.
overhead.
You know, like, I could give two shits. I've had gay friends. I've had people who wanted to be women. I personally would like to be considered like sexy as a woman. I'm a straight man. I would love to be considered sexy like a woman. You know, like, that would be cool. I would love to be seen as a sexy woman, even though I'm a straight man. Like, cool. That's awesome.
I got
like,
you. Let's go.
Awesome. Like, cool. Like, that would, I consider that a compliment. I'm just saying, like, people should really respect each other. You know?
And yes, you're right. I am totally repeating myself, and that could just because I've had some happy juice. For the most part, yes, I've had a lot of happy juice, and at this point, I am totally repeating myself. I just, I think people, especially in America,
Oh
should,
yeah, definitely. Boys deserve to get more positivity their way.
especially nowadays. Like,
Enemy in the compound.
I don't mean to sound sexist, but nowadays, dudes are like labeled so harshly for just being dudes, just being masculine dudes. You know, nowadays when a guy is just a masculine guy who's trying to be manly, it's seen as a bad thing, and it's not. You know, if you want to be muscular and seen as masculine, go ahead, man. Be masculine. Be a muscular dude who's just enjoys being a dude. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. And if you being a girl who's feminine, cool. I don't care. But yeah, man, I totally agree. Nowadays, dudes are just seen as like, especially masculine dudes who are
Like,
macho.
people jokingly say kiss your homies goodnight.
Exactly.
Like, actually do that, please. Trust me, one of them needs to know they're loved.
Exactly. Like, you should just be loved for being yourself. It doesn't matter if you're being overly masculine or overly feminine. Who cares?
1 minute remaining.
That's just you.
Time is with us. Push to
It
victory.
shouldn't matter. You know what I mean? And like, I don't, like I said, I don't care if you're overly feminine or if you're overly masculine. Dude, that's just you. And I don't mean dude as in male. I just mean dude as in like you're a bro. Like you're my friend. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to single out one or the other. You're just awesome, and you
30
should be
seconds.
awesome.
We are out of time.
Once again, I'm repeating myself, but the point is the same. I don't care. I don't care. If you're one way or the other, you're just you. Enjoy being you. Celebrate you being you. That's who you are. That's who you chose to be as a person. Oh boy, there's not a lot of like happy joys going on tonight, which is what this video was named. But still, like, I don't care. Like, who cares? If that's the way this video is going, you know,
We have
awesome.
victory, thanks to you.
You know, I was raised by a single mother, surrounded by sisters and nothing but girls. Does that make me queer? No, that just makes me me. You know what I mean? Like, I love women. Like, that's nothing but that's the entire race I've been around. It's nothing but women. That doesn't make me lesser or more than you. You know, that's just me. You know? Man, I'm getting way political and repeating myself again. But I feel like I've gotten my point across. I don't care what religion you are, what race you are, what you believe in. You're cool, you know, as long as you're not personally trying to hurt me. And you know what? That deserves another shot. Maybe we'll get on to something more happy than this, or maybe that would be one shot too many. I don't care. And
Yay, like I actually like people being different.
Exactly.
It gives us all different viewpoints on subjects, and allows us to all be special.
It does. That's the whole point of humans as a race. We're all different. We all believe in different things. We're all different, you know. Some people believe they're dudes, some people believe they're chicks, some people believe they're freaking reindeers. I don't care.
Team deathmatch.
You know, if you believe you're a furry and you want to identify as like a
Enemy
dog or a
incoming.
cat,
Weapons
cool.
ready.
I love dog and cats. That's awesome. I don't care. You're you.
Enemy in the junkyard.
You know, that's all that matters is that you believe. I don't have that one thing. I should put that back. All that matters is you're being you and you're happy.
Enemy at the back alley.
I died. Like, I can really give two shits.
Watch where you shoot!
I don't care. You know, I believe and have been raised that people are just people.
regardless of what you like or what you believe in, you're just a person who's just trying to live to the best of what you can live to be.
The only thing that matters about if you're furry is if you like head pats, because I would love to give some LOL.
Enemy at the office.
Head pats, you know what? Honestly, I would love if someone could pat me on the head. Like, I used to think that was a cool thing to do. Like, a friendly, cool thing to do. Like, I've never
Enemy
gotten a head
UAV
pat
overhead.
myself. I would love that. I would love if someone patted my
Enemy in the
head and
cargo
said that
container.
I'm a good person. Or a good boy or girl, whatever. Just, you know, just give me some love. You know, show that you care. Show that you understand that I'm a person. I have
The
my own
enemy has
belief
called for
system.
emergency airdrop.
I am doing very terribly. Like, I used to think that was a cool thing to do. I remember once on like a bus ride home from school from high school that I patted a girl on the head because I thought she might enjoy it, might think it's a cool thing. And though she, like, sure, like she may not have thought that, but I didn't think my actions were impure or wrong. I was
Oh
just trying
yeah,
to
I
get some
can
joy.
say, it feels really nice to
Enemy
receive
sentry
affection
gun
and that everyone should
Enemy
feel it.
UAV overhead.
Exactly, like that's all that is. Like you're not trying to be perverted or
Enemy
Enemy
at the
cluster
center.
weird.
strike.
You're just
Take
trying to
cover.
give someone some affection. You're trying to show someone, hey, you're cool, you're awesome. Here's some love. You know, that's all that is. That's all I think that is.
Enemy precision airstrike. Get down. They've reached the halfway point. Get moving.
All right, we've gone through some really big stuff. All this,
Taking fire over here!
and it has taken up most of my attention. But you know what? That's cool. I don't care. This is a game. I don't care about how many times I've been
Enemy
killed
UAV overhead.
or if I'm doing well.
Enemy near
poorly.
Wait, actually we have a little cold going around. Don't give physical affection.
And you know, right now, like it's not probably the best idea to give people like physical affection because of what's going around right now and this terrible thing that's happening. But at the same
Enemy at the
time,
junkyard.
the lack of it, doesn't it hurt some people? Doesn't some people feel like they need it? Like I feel like I could use some love. You know, I would love it if some random person patted me on the head and said, "Everything's
Y'all
all
have
right."
fun.
Thank you. Thank you, you're awesome.
I
Enemy
need
at the
sleep.
shanty town.
Allied UAV
You know
overhead.
what? It is getting pretty late, and I have drank quite a bit, and I could probably use some sleep and some food myself. So I don't know. Maybe I'll end it here soon. But still, you know, love is love. It does. It should have conditions.
Enemy
to
UAV
it,
overhead.
you know. I'm
Allied
repeating
cluster
Oh
strike
yeah, I've been
incoming.
feeling touch-starved since I haven't seen my girlfriend or any friends
It's
recently.
not over. Get
I
down to the
know,
person.
and you know, I don't
Allied
have
UAV
very many
overhead.
friends myself.
And
I'll
good
admit-
night, mate.
Enemy at the
Good
shanty
night.
town.
Good night. Have sweet dreams. But I'll admit to it. I haven't had very much attention. Even before this, I don't have very many friends. You know what I mean? It's just. I'll
Take
admit
it hard.
I just
Good.
don't have
We will
friends.
remember.
You know, I'm not a very social person. I can't go out and interact with people and make friends. It's really hard for me. You know, like I'm an antisocial person. I want to be social. It's hard. You know, I don't feel like I'm worth it. But yeah, you know, it would just be nice to get some kind of attention. You know, some kind of feedback that says, "Yeah, man, you're cool. I can understand you and what you're going through. It's alright." We are going through some really deep emotions tonight, guys. But that doesn't mean they're any less than what they are. They're true. Oh man, so I've had some good conversations tonight. You know, really good conversations. Cool, I'm over 100.
Aw, that's unfortunate. I made most of my friends out of luck, honestly.
You know what? When I was in school, same thing. Like I wasn't trying to make friends. It just happened out of sheer luck. But when you become an adult and you start feeling like you're lesser than everybody else because maybe you're not doing as well, it
Team
becomes hard,
deathmatch.
Thermite
Got
out!
enemy inbound. Lock and load.
and that's unfortunate. You know,
On your side.
Also, yeah,
Change
I
your
really
backs.
like talking to you.
Reloading!
thank you. I really like talking to you. You, I just enjoy conversation. Like when I do these videos, like all
Thermite
I'm
out.
really looking for is a good conversation. I'm not looking
Taking
for
heat.
views. I'm not looking to do well. I'm not looking to get a bunch of subscribers. I just want a good conversation. And whether or not it's good or not, that's what really matters. I just want to have a good conversation. I just want to connect with somebody and feel like they understand me and I understand them. Even if it's just
Enemy at the dumpster.
Go! We're on the same side.
And it just
Enemy at
really
the door.
sucks that nowadays that kind of stuff is limited to like Facebook or whatever,
Friendly UAV overhead.
your
We've got
relationship,
control.
or just the way you are. Like I just want to talk to somebody. I don't care where you come from, what you
Enemy in
believe.
the dumpster.
Just give me a good conversation. I'll be happy.
Enemy care package inbound.
And you know what? If you sign off now and have a good night's sleep,
Enemy's got the lead.
I'm
Hustle up.
perfectly happy with
I
it.
used to want to make YouTube videos, still have an old account with many videos. It's attached to my dead name unfortunately, so I abandoned.
And you know what? That kind of sucks. A little bit, because I first made this account because I wanted to make a career out of it. Make money out of it.
We've pulled ahead.
Make a living out of this, like people I watch online. But
Friendly UAV
after
active.
a while, I just realized that just
Enemy
wasn't
cruise
gonna
missile
happen.
incoming.
And it sucks that people feel discouraged.
Center.
And
Enemy's got the lead. Hustle up.
you should just want to do this because it's fun. I don't
Enemy's got the lead.
care
Hustle up.
either way. I don't care if people watch this.
Enemy in the dumpster.
I've made videos where I'm the only one who
Got
watches,
control.
and it doesn't hurt me. It doesn't affect me in any
We're
negative
crushing
way.
them. Stay with it.
I'm just happy if I can make someone smile or laugh or legitimately think about the way the world is.
Enemy at the forklift.
Like if you want to have a YouTube channel that's just nonsense and just fun, do that.
Textbook.
That's
Well
what
done.
I'm doing. Like, my goal was just to have 100 subscribers, and that happened tonight. And it probably just happened because of this deep conversation I'm having, and that's cool. Like, I would already had 100 subscribers, but people unsubscribe, and I don't blame them for that. Like, they lost interest. That's cool. I understand. I've unsubscribed from channels before. I don't hold that against you. That's your preference. If you don't feel like I'm entertaining you in any way, shape, or form, fine. I get it. That's cool. I just, all I want to get out of this is a conversation. And I always said that all I want to have in these videos of mine is just a nice conversation, just something that's fun to talk about. And whether that's relationships or race or
Oh yeah,
just
I used to just
games.
want to make videos to immerse people in something. Whether it be my acid trip style stories or a video game IMPL.
Exactly. Like who cares? Like it shouldn't hurt your feelings if people don't watch, you know? Like one of the things I wanted to do is I collect Transformer toys. Like that sounds childish. Sure. Like those are kids' toys, but I enjoy these things. And one of the things I wanted to do was I wanted to make little videos of them like just getting in
The live stream
scenarios.
chat won't let me rant about my stories, so I won't get into that laughing.
It's all right. Like I get you. Like there's no problem. I can understand that. Wanting to get into stories. I wanted to make stories. I wanted to make
stories about my toys or book characters I've invented or cartoon characters. And there's nothing wrong with that. I could still do that. It's just my choice.
Team deathmatch. We've got enemy inbound. Lock and load.
And it's messed up that people feel like because they're not going to do well, they can't do these things. They can. There's no reason why they can't.
We've got control.
You shouldn't care whether or not people
Taking fire!
give a shit if it's something that makes you happy.
UWSG. I can write well, I just have motivation and focus issues.
We've lost the lead.
Also, I would love to read some stories you write.
Thank you. You know what? Not only do I not write well, I don't spell well, which really discourages me from writing.
Also, hello Zayden.
Oh, look at that, he changed his name. Oh, wait, that's a different person. My bad. Zayden.
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
Enemy personal radar in the air.
And, I completely understand that. I tried to write a book, right?
Rotating mag!
About a mortal who lives throughout the centuries.
Enemy personal radar in the air.
Just trying to do good. You know what I mean? And I felt like at some point, it just wasn't good enough. It wasn't interesting enough. And I stopped. And that's kind of messed up. Surely it was entertaining to somebody. Even with my cartoon idea.
Actually, my friend mentioned you have a Discord. Do you actually have a server we can chat on after the stream?
I do. I can honestly say I do not use it. Sorry to say that. I started my Discord
Flash
because
out.
someone asked me. It was a fan of mine, and he just wanted to talk. But I just never used it. That's on me. That's a fully on me. I just didn't get it. And honestly, once I'm done with this, I'll probably just eat something, drink some water, and go to bed, because I have been drinking Happy Juice. Hold on. But I would love to hear any kind of story you have, I'll give you my email address. Send it to me.
tapped.
I'm not gonna use it against you. I'm not gonna try to make something of it.
I used to not use Discord often.
Me neither.
I joined a server for Riken roleplays, and I got really into it to the point I use it all the time. Oh.
Me, I just never, I don't know, I just never use it. I'm just ever on YouTube. That's all I'm ever on. I'm never on YouTube. Or anything like that. I kind of regret it, because those are some cool guys. And, I kind of miss them. But, like I was saying,
Thermite out!
don't let the fact that you don't think your writing material is good enough to not post and stuff. There's plenty of stuff you can post your writing on without having to worry about if you think it's good or not.
Friendly UAV overhead.
I would love to have a book. Just a children's book
HM,
about...
I might rant about one of my more tame stories that don't have completely independent laws of physics-esque stuff later lol. Can I join and check it out though?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I would really love to write a book under the name nero-wolfwood about just a cat that takes a nap every day and dreams about going on adventures. I think that would be cool. I have ideas for stories. I can never come up with a design for the cat. And you know what? That's lost me today.
Enemy personal radar in the air.
I want to still do that. And you know what? I thought of a book, an honest paragraph book of a character with really interesting,
We're in the lead.
just stories that I abandoned just because I thought it was getting boring. I shouldn't have done that. surely someone would think that'd be interesting. You know, it was basically like Highlander, but mixed with Star Wars and Alice in Wonderland. Like, doesn't that sound interesting? Just a guy who's just immortal, who's just trying to find himself, who's trying to prove to his love that he's worth shit.
Oh, that would be an interesting story idea thing. Like each chapter is exploring a very abstract dream world.
Exactly, right? With the cat, like each story, it's just to be its own contained story about this little kitten just laying down, having a dream, and it being completely different from each one. Just him laying down and just
Rotating
experiencing
mag.
something different each time. Like that's still something I would love to like finish, you know?
Enemy personal radar in the air.
And hopefully one day I just get the enthusiasm to just sit down and finish like the art style and a story about
Enemy
it. It doesn't even
UAV
have to be
overhead.
a long book, just as long as it's you know something fun that I enjoy. Who cares? But, you know, if it doesn't sell well. And same thing with that book I had. I think that's a really good story. It's just like this guy who becomes immortal from Norse gods who falls in love with a
losing ground,
Valkyrie
step it up.
and is made immortal by the jealousy of Zeus's wife. You know, who just gotta prove himself in each decade. Like, doesn't matter.
I'll say a short version of one of my ideas. So like the world is created by a pantheon of gods and one of them sometime in our modern era.
Cluster strike incoming. Take cover.
Like that sounds interesting. Like,
Friendly
why
UAV
would
overhead.
that?
We're in control.
You know, like that's totally something people would read.
We're losing ground.
And
Step
even
it
if
up.
people don't immediately find it interesting, there's still a chance that somewhere along the line, someone, if not hundreds of thousands
Allied
of people,
cruise missile away.
pick this book up.
Area.
This is so cool. Read it. Find out more about these gods and how they created this world. You know? We shouldn't limit ourselves by how people
Enemy
think.
cluster strike incoming. Take cover.
Oh, I missed that guy.
We're crushing them. Stay with it.
And you know, maybe tomorrow when I wake up, I'll finish the
Turns the
design.
world into a desert to kill all the other gods and create several powerful artifacts.
Like
But
that sounds,
millenniums ago the gods bestowed the P.
like that sounds interesting. That sounds like a unique take on what other people have done. I would read that. You know, like that's cool.
Textbook.
That's a
Well
unique
done.
idea. That's a new take on like other things that have been done.
The Messiah upon humanity, and humanity due to a Messiah survived the apocalypse. Then another one comes along and goes to fix the world.
Like, yeah, that's a unique take on like the whole idea of gods creating a world of apocalypse. That's a unique, interesting idea. Like, why wouldn't people find that interesting? I would read that.
The main power system is based off of rings that every human has bound due to their soul, and each one has unique powers.
Yeah, just the fact that I like Dark Souls, that would make me interested in that. Just because that like I would read the premise of that and be like, "Oh, that's cool. That's like something I know." Like I would want to know more about this, the whole ring idea. Yeah, like yeah, that's so cool. Like that's an awesome like that's a unique like take on something that's been done 1,000
Like
times.
Halo.
Exactly. That's a cool idea. Like I would read that. All right, guys. I think this might be the last match idea.
Yeah, it's really just a bunch of things melded together.
Exactly.
Like tiny bits of everything.
Exactly. That's some of the best ideas. Like even Halo isn't an original idea. That's just other ideas melded together to form a unique and interesting concept. You know. And even if you have trouble with it, there's people out there that will help you. Like the guy who came up with One Punch Man.
Enemy threats in the AO. Weapons hot.
The guy who came up with One Punch Man, he was just doing a webcomic right?
Enemy at the woods.
That wasn't drawn
taken
very
the lead.
well and wasn't like written out very well, but someone who knew what they were doing, loved the idea
Nothing
so
was ever
much.
really original though,
You've lost the
most
lead,
things
soldier.
have some inspiration.
Exactly. But like, back to One Punch Man. Like, that idea wasn't exactly unique.
Torch them.
Or like original, but someone else who had the skill to bring
You've
that
lost
thing
the
to
lead,
life,
soldier.
took an interest in that idea and like offered support to the guy who came up with One Punch Man. To the fact that
Taken the lead.
that whole idea is now like an anime and like a well drawn out, well animated manga. Like you just need to put your idea out there, and someone who could help you eventually will
We're in
show up and be
control.
like, "Hey, I love this. I want to see this continue. I want to offer you my support. I want to continue this, but make it more mainstream." For
Plot
people."
twist, what if we are just a turtle's dream in space?
Exactly.
Also, One Punch Man is in my top 5.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
when creative people are given a platform it works really well.
Exactly, but like you need to continue your support of the idea. You can't just abandon it.
I'm getting contact.
Enemy's got the lead. Hustle
You know what
up.
I mean? Like you can't just think of this awesome idea and just give up midway.
Enemy at the barrel.
You have to
We're in
support it. You
control.
have to nurture it, and eventually, someone
Allied cluster strike inbound.
who is better suited to help you. Someone who has the talent to draw this out or to write this in an amazing way will be like, hey, let me help you make this into something that
Enemy
the
at the
world
mine
will
cart.
recognize and love. Will come along and be like, hey, let me get on this and help you. You know what I mean? Like, that guy alone proves the thought that you can't just give
Enemy at
up.
the cargo container.
Eventually, someone will acknowledge you for the effort that you put in, for the skill that you've given this idea.
I might turn it into a game with my friend who was here earlier, like a 3D adventure story game, that or a webcomic like
Yeah, I mean, that sounds amazing. I would play that. I would watch
Enemy
that
at the woods.
in an animated form. You need someone. If you don't feel like you have the skills to make something happen, you just need to keep going at it and put yourself out there, and eventually someone with the skills or with the knowledge of how the system works will come along and be like, let me help you. I love this idea. I want to make it happen. You know, we'll come along, and then you're out there. You're mainstream. People love you, and people want to
Enemy
see
at the
more
cargo
of your
container.
idea.
Friendly
Even if
UAV
it's just,
overhead.
you know, translated through someone else's vision. You're like, it's still you. It's still your idea. It's just this person made it, you know, more
Enemy at the train
digestible.
tracks.
For
Yeah, he has
mainstream.
much better art skills than me, and he has more of a passion for coding.
I know, like that's all it takes is someone who loves your idea and wants to help you make it awesome. That's all it takes. You know, like I've never put any of my ideas out there besides this whole YouTube thing, and it's not great. It's not like something
Enemy at
that
the warehouse.
I can make. If I ever put any of my ideas for a cartoon or a book out there, I'm almost positive that somewhere
Friendly UAV overhead.
would be like, this is awesome. Let me use my amazing skills to make it better and, you know, give you.
I might keep it as a novel, to keep my Vision 100 intact thought, because with multiple writers it gets a little messy.
We're halfway there. Keep
I
going.
convinced a friend of mine that the tribunal religion from Morrowind was what Hinduism is tonight. LOL, God, I am bored. Sorry, this is off T.
Well, you know, you don't need someone to like take over the writing duties for your idea. You just need someone to help refine it. You know what I mean? Like, if you give like a trusted person your ideas for a script or something, and just maybe they just put in like bigger words for, you know, a more diverse vocabulary, like, it's still your work. You know what I mean? It's not changing the text. It's still yours. You know, and
Allied cluster strike inbound.
Enemy at the minecart.
maybe you don't dig the fact that someone else is dipping their toe into your work. I get that. I understand that. You know, maybe someone just has some art that would better suit your idea. That would be cool too. You know, you don't have to give away writing privileges to someone. You just gotta make them.
Hard contact here.
Yeah, I could give him the lore and stuffs. I actually would like to see my skeleton of a world fleshed out.
Exactly. Like, you don't have to, like, if you want to write and only be the only writer, there's plenty of like computer programs that will help you with your spelling or your use of larger vocabulary. There's
I
plenty of
agree a
computer
novel
programs
would
that-
be more in-depth.
Exactly. But like maybe someone who is
Patience is a
already
virtue.
has a novel out.
Enemy at the
or
warehouse.
Maybe someone who is you know is connected to something like that. Like, there's no point in denying them help. You just gotta make it positive that this is your idea, and you're not willing to compromise, but you're willing to.
My issues with it is I can't give the main character a motivation, but I honestly might turn that into a conflict in the story, like imagine.
I mean, yeah, like the main character doesn't
Enemy at the
need
train
a
track.
conflict. Like, you can make that the conflict. Like, the person.
Wouldn't it be interesting to watch a character grow to change the world, and find the will to change it?
Yes, it would. It would be extremely interesting for that stuff.
I'm taking heat.
You know, like a character doesn't need conflict to make the world different. It just needs
Enemy at the train
a
track.
reason to do it.
Under attack.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm
Enemy
sure
UAV
your
overhead.
writing is fantastic and unique in its own way. And if you write the character in the right
I'd
way.
read this book based off what I learned tonight. 9 out of 10 IGN.
Well, that's awesome.
Enemy in the back
'Cause,
alley.
I mean, most characters nowadays, you know, if you read enough novels or screenplays or just read anything, most characters don't need a reason to do what they do. They just, you know, need I guess I would say a reason to change the world. You know what I mean? Like they don't need a set.
I actually have a small bit written out on a Google document. I can post it in the comments once the stream is over.
I would like that. I would really like that. I would like to read what you have.
And I mean written out like a novel.
That's no problem for me. Like, I have nothing but free time right now. I will sit down and read it and give you my honest opinion about
Enemy at
what's
the barrel.
happening and the characters. And
Enemy Wilson deployed.
honestly, my honest
Less than a
opinion,
minute.
like, I won't sugarcoat
We're
it.
almost there. Let's
I
bring it
won't
Heck
home.
yes,
suck
please do.
ass. I would like that. You know, it's just like most people just write what they want to write. They don't care about what people think. And most of those people that do that, they're like the best artists and
30 seconds.
artists and
Enemy at the
novelists in
towers.
the world
Time's up.
because
Move
they're
your
just
asses.
writing their own shit. You know, they're writing their own thing. They don't care what people think or what people might react to. They're just like, this is the characters, this is how it's happening.
Enemy at the cargo container.
There isn't much at all really. The first monster hasn't even appeared. Also yes, the world has weird monsters.
You know, that's perfectly fine. I love weird monsters. And even if it hasn't appeared yet, that's cool. You're building up to something. Alright, guys.
That gave them something to think about. Good work.
I think this is the last match.
I really need to eat something, and it's probably time for everybody to go to bed because it's 3 o'clock for me. Who knows what it is for you?
Every time I try to write a book, it just turns into a rant that I need to burn before I get on the news. LOL.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Plenty of people have done that and made like really popular, successful books about just rants, just their opinion and how they feel and what's going on with them.
Hey. CST gang.
I don't know what that means, but hopefully it's not anything mean. Oh, I got. Okay. And you know what? I really will read that if you put it in the comments after.
Central Time.
I believe I'm in Central Time, and it
Central
is.
Time Zone laughing.
It is about 3 o'clock in the morning. But you know what? Yeah, if you give me your idea for your novel in the comments after the stream, I'll send you some of what I have.
CST is Central Time.
I did not know that, and I appreciate the knowledge. It's always good when you learn something. But yeah, man, if you send me what you got, I'll give you my honest opinion, and you know what? I'll send you a little bit what I got, either my children's book or my novel, because I wrote in a couple chapters of that shit, the novel. And while I feel like I did write myself into a corner, it's still a good idea. I feel like I can still make something of it. You know, even if it's a short novel or a long novel or a short story. You know, like we should nourish each other. We shouldn't just shit on each other's ideas. Like we should be like, I get that. That's unique. That's cool. Awesome. You're awesome. But all right, guys, it's about 3:09 for me, and I believe I need to eat something, go to the bathroom, and go to bed. But this has
Oh
been.
yeah, I don't even have a full chapter yet, but it gives out how I describe scenes and actions.
You know, that's fine. You know, if you give me not even a chapter, I'll give you a full chapter of my book, my novel. It doesn't get kind of boring until maybe 3 chapters in. That's just because I kind of write myself into a weird place. But I could write myself out of it if I just had a motivation and the nourishment of people saying that's cool. I enjoy that. Let's see where this goes. You know, and that's what I'm gonna give to you. All right. That's what I'm gonna give to you. But all right, guys, thank you for this second awesome conversation. Like I say all the time.
Night, guys and gals.
Good night.
Nero, this stream gave me purpose in life again. LOL.
You know what?
308 me. Good night then, mate.
That's awesome. Like all I ask for is a good conversation, some healthy love and compassion for everybody, and like that's all I care about. Like I don't care about anything else. I don't care about subscribes, views, anything like that. Just as long as I entertain some people, I get a good conversation, and I share the love. That's awesome. But anyway, thank you very much. This has been the second conversation I've had that's really deep and really awesome. You guys are cool. I really appreciate that. Thank you for giving me that 100 subscribes. Even if it doesn't stick, I don't hold it against you. Just seeing it once makes me feel awesome. That's all I ever wanted was 100 subscribes. Cool, awesome. Thank you. And I hope you have a good night. And I hope that you do send me what little bit you have of your novel, and I will send you mine. I have it written down in a notebook. I'll send you the first chapter of mine if you send me the first chapter of yours. And you know what? We could love each other's work. That's cool, right? That's all anyone ever wants. All right, guys. Have a good night. Look forward to tomorrow. I hope you're all healthy and good. And maybe I'll see you again later. All right. Have a good one. I hit the wrong button. All right. Let me just try this again. Do I have to hold it? What's going on?
GN.
God, why can't I? Okay, there it goes. Have a good night.